Good evening and welcome to this week's episode of Eat, Crit and Survivor. A bunch of people are gathered in the same room-ish to play some Dungeons and Dragons.
Yay!
Tonight we are...
It's too warm for enthusiasm.
Tonight it is 23 degrees and it is gonna get hot. Probably. I don't know. It's warm here. We've got our biggest fan in the corner. We've got a window open.
Steph's not there.
No, Steph.
She's probably watching.
We've got this clattering around behind because I've got a window open. Some breeze.
Is this too hot for Twitch?
Damn straight.
Always.
Smouldering.
Smoldering intensity. Good, just making sure the audio levels were going through. That's fine.
They all had the red crosses on them a minute ago.
You're all good. Those are the ones further up.
Oh, okay.
Muted,
That's fine then.
So we're all good. Hello, we are back once again to play some D&D. This is our 8th session in our 3rd campaign that we've played. Second that we've done on Twitch. But our first two campaigns were so successful for us, we decided to keep doing it.
We were so good.
We
carried on.
enjoy D&D.
We enjoy this chaos. So yeah, we are going to continue our story. Matt's not feeling particularly well, and Dom is on
Partying.
travel somewhere doing a thing.
Partying.
Probably. That's what he does.
Living life.
We are still here, and we are going to attempt to entertain. So I just turn this camera in the episode slightly so we get 10% more Connor.
Yay!
And it's the good 10%.
It's that the right ear.
It's the lobes that really
Yeah.
really bring it in.
I feel like having done that, the wind has blown it back to where it was before, but then
Mother Nature disagrees
No,
with
she
more
doesn't.
Connor.
We don't deserve the lobe.
No lobe for you.
But what we do have that is in abundance is support from our brand that we are ambassadors for, Game Tea, who are purveyors of wonderful gaming gear and goods. You type in the code !Game Tea into the chat. You can get yourselves a link that will take you to their store and see their wonderful stuff. Yep, that one over there, maybe. I don't know.
It doesn't say camel toe, honest.
They provide wonderful gaming gear and goods. Laura is wearing one of their shirts right now. Ross looks like he's wearing something in a similar shade to one of their shirts, but it's not actually one of their shirts.
Barbarian.
There's all sorts of wonderful stuff you can get. You can get candles, you can get shirts, you can get art prints, you can get all sorts of stuff. There is cushions now, which I want. Once Matt has moved out and he's taken all his cushions from that sofa.
Yes, they've matched the sofa.
They would go well in this room.
Yes.
So yeah, game goods. You can go on to Game Tea, follow the affiliate link. Twitch. I do this all the time. GameTea.co.uk/eat-crit-survive or enter the code eat-crit-survive at checkout. Get yourself 5% off. We get a couple of percent of that as well. It's all good. It works out well. So that's all the sponsoring stuff we have to do. Next week we are going to be the stream's going to be asleep. We're not going to be stream's going to be down. We are doing various things throughout the week, so we are not going to be doing any. I've got a holiday. It's going to be great. I've got a game day coming up on Wednesday. That's going to be great. And I'm going down to Devon, so that's going to be great. Driving to Devon.
I can drive.
No, it's fine. I'll drive. It's just, what haven't we went down to Exeter last time. On
No,
Friday.
we'll leave it
We're
really,
leaving-
really
We're leaving a lot.
early.
We're leaving a lot early, so it'll be fine.
We'll be
It'll
fine.
be good.
Yes.
So yeah, the stream will be dark. So there's that. But you can go onto our YouTube page. You can check out our previous adventures in D&D, or you can check out our board game stuff there as well. Some of the board games we played, including this week, we played Seven Wonders, which was a lot of fun. And last week we played Tiny Town on Sovereignty, and that was really fun. They're throwing stuff into the Yeet Cave. It's still being referenced in the Sovereignty Discord. Is that it is the
Yeet Cave.
Or is it?
Yeah, like they're saying they want to set up like solo challenges, and they're saying that you can't have the Yeet Cave. It's the only reason that people have that reference is us. So that
Yay! How many people are on the Sovereignty Discord?
many. There's quite a lot of people on the Sovereignty Discord.
We started a thing.
We did a thing.
We did a
no.
thing.
Oh dear.
So yeah, check out Sovereignty as well. You can use the code EATCRIT on there to get yourself 6 days on the Platinum account because they are our partner platform. So there is that. That's all fun. We will do another sovereignty stream soon, I'm sure. Probably next month when they have their new set of 3 games to play. But until then, let's dive into this week's story. Where we left off, you had decided to leave the settlement that you had set up as a group of adventurers that you are. You were going to set off into the wilderness once again to find new civilizations. Having settled from Sevenhome about 2 months earlier, about 9 weeks or so, you decided that you are going to continue on in the southeast, heading for the eastern canyons. You went through the forest following the river, and you came across a fallen tree lying dead in a stream, its legs dangling in the river. An amber oozed out of its stomach, or out of its side in general, and sort of gooped off into the river and disappeared. But not without being poked with a stick.
Poke with a stick.
Took the stick and tried to
put it in a tin.
put it in a tin.
Yeah.
Put it in a tin, and it just went, because you just put it in an open tin, and it's a viscous fluid. It went out. You then continue on,
Played it well.
like your wisdom.
Intelligence
Plus,
is plus nothing.
You then continued on into the lake, where you found that it was vast but shallow.
Sorry.
What the idea of something
Which was
vast
many,
shallow.
but few.
It was wide, but it was short. And you decided to skirt around it. As you did so on raft and on griffin back,
I'd already cast a
And
spell
on
and I was
foot.
making use of it, okay? It's a once a day thing.
some leeches leapt out and attacked you and started gnawing on your blood.
No,
And I
no.
took that personally.
You did. Yeah, it's your thing. And then a scorpion jumps out of the water and attacked you.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Me and Tom were fighting hard.
Oh yeah.
Had an
leeches.
epic battle with one leech. You were
It was a big, vicious leech.
so big.
Big vicious scorpion as well. But you took the time to rest up after defeating the scorpion, with Saria dropping the maul onto its carapace, and you foraged its tail to use for something.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd get it. That's why I asked. I wanted it. Didn't think I'd get it.
You took some poison and you took a giant water scorpion's hollow tail.
Yes, one use of giant water scorpion venom and one giant water scorp tail.
Yeah.
Because
Scorp's
never
gonna
know
scorp.
Yeah.
what you
It's
might
hollow,
need.
so you can use it for something.
I was just gonna put a stick in it, use it as a weapon. It's now a
Stick in it.
lance.
Do you not have like an actual like, you don't have like a sword or anything?
No, I have a dagger and I'm pretty sure I've lost it.
I threw that in.
I threw it and then just went, you know what, it's
How
probably
is
best I don't have
that
it.
clattering, Ross, to you?
It's
Can
probably
you hear it or?
it's probably with the spiders. Ross doesn't even realise you're speaking to him.
Ross is listening to a YouTube video right now.
You say you can hear something?
Yeah, there's well, it's annoying that the breeze has stopped now. There wasn't a clattering thing. I was just seeing how it sounded to you.
I couldn't hear anything.
Okay, it's not been
It's
fixed.
not our problem.
That's fine. It's only a problem for me because it's right by my ears.
Stop
So
trying to make fetch happen. Luke. Fetch is
God.
never gonna happen.
I
Wow.
also can't hear it on the stream. That's why I was trying to.
References.
On Fridays, we wear yellow.
Ross says you can't hear it on the stream.
Okay. So, with the rest going on, Connor having done something that I didn't understand.
Yeah.
Not the first time
See
tonight.
Any films?
No, Luke doesn't.
Just references. I know. I heard it was.
We'll
a
tell you
reference.
when you're older.
I'm 30 next month.
Oh,
I know, right?
It's 30 the month after.
don't. I'm nearly at the bracket where I have to tick about 25 plus now.
You all need to stop complaining about how old you are.
Oh, I'm not complaining. I'm frightened of moving to the next bracket.
Oh,
of
you're
any other
You're
census for me.
26.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're already 25 plus.
Don't do that. I sometimes tick 25 plus anyway. Over 30s. At that point, you just roll up and
Excuse
die.
you?
Don't you? At that point, you just roll up and die, don't you?
I mean,
How many Horcruxes do you have left, Luke?
I decline to answer. Pursuant to my rights.
No comment.
No comments. It's not 0 number. That many.
I'm gonna live forever.
Yes.
So, having rested up and recovered, you continue. What are you doing? You continuing your walk around the lake.
I think we all agreed, but we're going to continue, but stay a lot further away.
Have
from
we
the wall.
rested?
Yeah, you took a short
No.
rest. Or
No.
no, you didn't. You didn't take a short rest. You got healed.
Yes.
It took 10 minutes because that
Yeah.
spell takes 10 minutes.
That's
Yeah.
right. You didn't have a short rest because you didn't. You asked whether you were having a short rest. You could use your song of healing.
Yes,
Did not
so we
happen.
didn't know. So we
Yes.
didn't like use hit dice.
Next time you can use.
Yeah, I think we'll need it because Luke was like, "Oh, you've blown everything."
This is a
Yes,
vast
we're gonna carry on walking. Ever still so slightly wounded, but just walk a bit farther from the lake and not on a raft.
Okay.
I miss my raft.
But not too close to the trees either. You
Okay,
Yeah,
so
nice
you're
A
still
nice
on-
midpoint.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're about 10 feet from
Also,
boat.
also not too close to the ground.
So you're skirted, but not too close to the sky, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're hovering 10 feet in every direction from everything.
Which way is up?
You get into your giant hamster balls because they will protect you forever. And you
It's got
start.
Mordekainen's ball of something. Orb of something.
Continue instead.
Yeah.
Sphere.
Luke's
Resistance
resistance.
to- yeah, use the hamster ball. So as you're walking around, the trees are still as green and leafy as they have been previously.
Dangerous.
Still as
They're looking all healthy.
Untrust.
still healthy. The waters are still blue and calm in this particular part because the water is relatively still at this part of the lake. Because the current seems to just sort of push through.
Still
There are still
waiting.
There are still some small creatures that you can see swimming around there. Particularly at this point, you can see more large fish that are swimming. Some other small leeches that you can see in some minnows, but not huge much else.
Scorpions or leeches.
Birds will fly in every so often, take a fish, and then fly away again. Normal birds, not the ones with the elven face that really disrupted you guys last time.
I'm keeping a wary lookout for like vultures.
Make a perception check.
I'm going to keep a lookout for any more
11.
water
11?
friends.
Make a perception check. You see no vultures. It's the wrong. Also, you don't know what a vulture is.
I'm looking for anything that might like attack.
There are
in
no. You see no predatory birds. Look,
11.
11. You see many fishy friends.
Yay, fishy friends.
None of them want to eat you, but they're probably delicious.
I'm not risking it. They may look delicious, but I'm not buying it. No, I look delicious apparently. Those leeches loved it. I keep on walking.
Okay. Every so often you do have Winsome does fly up, have a little look around and sketch the thing before he flies back down. Dash is walking now, having gotten tired, and he's just sort of plodding alongside. He's been flying, he's carrying someone for a long time, so he is just plodding alongside. After maybe another hour or so, you have reached the end of the lake and you have now returned to the river. Nothing much has really caught your eye in this time, other than you have noticed that there are a lot of those, a lot of sightings of those birds that you saw before, the one with the almond face. It seems like they're following you slightly.
They're following us. They're after us.
Just flitting to and from.
Pull my hood up.
Don't trust them.
Okay.
Don't like it.
Um,
I don't trust anything anymore.
all right. Is there anything else that you're looking out for in particular as you continue along the river? The river that you're now coming to, by the way, is it's still about as wide as the last one was, which is a little bit narrower, so probably about 800 feet or so. So it's still pretty vast as a feeder. It's not as deep as it was before.
In which direction is it going?
It is the water is flowing into the river, which is sort of northwestward.
So we're going still southeastward.
You're going southeast, yes.
Right, okay.
The water's flowing backwards.
I mean, we've been going
Against
the
current,
the
yeah.
whole way. So that's
You haven't come across any of the other locks though in the time that you've been going on this way. So it seems that this is the natural flow of this river is going this way. And then the locks have been built to help step the water up and take it up north, because that is more uphill the other side. You start to see as you're now on this side of the river, there are more signs of life. There are more animals that are dancing through, some sort of rabbits and foxes and things like that, that are just running through the trees, just sort of doing their natural life. Deer that are trotting into the water and then swimming across. It seems that after a while the river does get deeper as you're continuing on this passageway. It just seems to something have built up underneath to just cause it to slow as it got to the lake and just had it a little bit shallow.
As,
And there are
so the creatures, the deer moved across, but they weren't attacked by anything. So there's potential that this part of the water's safer.
safer, yeah. I mean, you do see when they get out on the other side, they do have a couple of leeches attached to them, but nothing like small leeches. Nothing was majorly bothering them.
Not leech.
Not just like a normal slug-sized leech.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've had them. They're annoying, but they're fine.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to be okay as they're just swimming across.
Does it look like there is anything else here other than forest?
Make a perception check. What do you mean in particular?
Another landmark.
Just yeah. If there's anything we can aim towards,
Okay,
anything that looks like it's man-made.
make a perception check.
Can I assist? Because I'm also interested in that.
Sure. You give it advantage.
Oh, good.
Or you can make you can either have advantage or you can make your own check.
Oh man, man.
Yeah, that's shocking. 4.
15.
I'm still in so much
115,
pain.
okay. You're distracted by the fact that there's a leech on a deer.
And I'm probably still hurting quite a bit.
a little bit, yeah. You don't see anything sort of man-made. You are seeing a few rocks and things that are sort of just on the outskirts of things that look like, as you sort of have a close look at them, there were engravings on this rock, and they're probably ancient mile markers. Or measurements that were used to keep track between the previous civilization, effectively.
Okay.
The other thing you notice is up in the tree, just above the tree line, sort of a little way, slightly more to the east, still south, but a little bit more to the east, you see smoke.
Well, looks like there's a fire. Gesture towards the smoke.
There is smoke.
I look up and I like squint my eyes like, I was too busy looking at that deer.
Maybe we're not the only ones out here.
What?
Do you want to go have a look?
There's
The
other
smoke
people.
is quite dark, which suggests that
Fresh
it's
vegetation burning.
fresh vegetation, wet vegetation more than anything else.
Someone doesn't know how to light a fire.
Or
Actually,
not a safe fire.
or
Or is trying to send a signal for help.
it could be an accidental fire.
I am intrigued.
So if there's an accidental fire, we should probably put it out.
Didn't quite catch if you said, do we have an idea of how far away it might be?
It's downwind of you, and probably maybe a couple 100 feet or so. But the source of it is obscured by trees.
But closer than, say, the other side of the river.
Yes.
Sure.
Does it look like it's in the same direction as the river?
Ish. It's a little bit of a diversion off. The river does continue onwards. But the way that the river has meandered, it looks like the river went that way at one point.
Oh, shall we meander?
Shall we have a gander?
Oh, yes. Yes,
should
I'm
we
intrigued.
mark our way so we can make sure we find our way back to the river?
agreed.
I don't know if we can mark the trees that we pass somehow.
I could always cut like a cross into a tree or something.
Just bury your axe into one as you go through.
I mean, I'd kind of like to keep it with me.
I know.
No,
Just
hit it. Yeah, just put a big.
Yeah,
hole.
not leave it there. Take
Yeah,
it with
no,
me.
yeah, just put a big hole in it.
You know, I can just fly above the trees
Of
and go
course.
back to the river.
What's the mistake? Sorry, Winston.
I just wanted to show off my survival, even though it's not that good.
Could you all feel that? It's real, bro. God, Winsome.
He is wise. Jesus.
I still secretly like put little crosses in the trees just in case, because
Winsome could die
I still put
Make a
crosses.
make a survival.
in the
check to
event
see
of
how
an
good
owl-related
they are.
death.
Oh, 6.
6, okay.
What's your survival?
Oh no, it's an 8. Sorry.
8, okay.
I thought it was minus.
You take one of your hand axes just as you're walking past. You're walking sort of the back of the group, just sort of slightly, hitting a tree. You're
Walks
like,
away.
Not
"Okay,
remembering.
that's like, little do you know, if you walk away, you hit it with a glance.
You're actually bleeding from your thigh.
It bounces off. Ah!
Ugh.
Is there like undergrowth here?
There is a little.
like,
There is some
I
low
would
life undergrowth. But hold on,
keep my
there
eye-
is also what looks to be a what's the word I'm looking for?
game frame?
Game trail, yes, that has been sort of been in the part. It is sort of loose and mean.
I will still probably keep an eye out for poison ivy, stinging nettles.
Make a perception check or a nature check, whichever you prefer.
I will go with nature because I'm actually exactly the same. It doesn't matter. Does it matter?
Make a per nature check.
A
nature.
check. That's an actual one.
Woo!
You see none of those plants. that you were
Excellent.
expecting to find.
We are.
Fabulous.
You check that it's safe by eating everything in the way.
With a leaf, then it's fine. You follow the passage and come through, and you can see that there is at the edge of an oxbow lake that has formed over time.
What's that?
An oxbow lake is when a
No, it's a
River-
weird
it doesn't-
vibration.
Oh,
That's
sorry,
our fridge.
That's our fridge.
Oh, right. It really weirded me out. Sorry.
That's our fridge.
Sorry, I wasn't sure if it's drug term or the fridge.
No, geography I got. The weird buzzing noise. I was like, oh no, did the laptop just break?
Fridge makes it's making noise.
You come around and you break out into the edge of this, into the Oxbow Lake, where it's a very narrow meander that has been cut away, or has at least dried up significantly with no water flow, where it's just sort of looks like trees had fallen across it at one point, so it dammed up years ago, like probably centuries. On the island in the center, there are 3 large green iguana-like creatures that are just sort of skulking around at the bottom of these trees that are ignited, and then every so often they will exhale fire at them and catch another one.
What? At
Nope.
the trees.
At the trees, yes.
Nope, I'm good.
I automatically just freeze
Okay.
and just
How
yeah.
far away are they?
Yeah.
From where you are, they are probably about 50 feet.
Oh no, no.
100 feet too close.
Back it up. Back it up. I
I
just
will stay where I am
Okay.
and just keep an eye on them for now.
I'm gonna just like
Have a good luck with the fire-breathing donkeys. Bye.
I'm
Just
just
my-
yeah.
Okay, those of you that are sneaking back into the trees, make a stealth check.
Sorry, Ross was saying something.
Yeah, sorry, Ross.
I was gonna say it might be quite hard to determine, but does this look like they're just creatures who just do this thing, or does it look like they're being like malicious about the fire breathing? Do you get what I
Make an
mean?
insight check.
Ooh. Oh, what am I doing? Sorry.
So if you're sneaking back into the tree line, you're doing the Homer Simpson into a hedge, then roll a stealth check.
Okay,
You're doing such a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
5. It is hard to tell these things. They are very similar in physicality to the cave, the creature that you found under the underground,
Not gonna work.
Perfectly average.
which you weren't there for, but as I'm remembering. Ross wasn't there for, but others were. This sort of giant lizard, like kind of kimono dragon style, but green. Stuff.
Crunch, crunch, 10.
11.
11.
11. No, 7 plus 4.
Slight hand smile.
Oh, I didn't need to roll stealth. Okay, good.
Oh, that's your
You didn't move.
saving
You didn't
throws. I'm looking at-
Just
Oh
move.
yeah, no.
Because it was a 1. Well, it was 1 + 4.
Cool. No.
That's fine.
It could be bad.
12, okay. So they,
God, we suck.
as the two of you start
That's
stepping
my best thing
back,
I can do.
Fucking intimidate.
the two of you start stepping backwards. You just hear. They just turn and look at the group of you.
No.
About 50 feet. They tilt their heads. Just look at you.
I'm going to cock my head, raise an arm, and create a bonfire just behind them.
Okay. In
It's
the trees.
60 foot.
60 foot range.
I
Okay.
will try to keep it away from the actual base because it's quite a small fire.
Okay.
But well, no, it's not. It's a 5 foot cube. But
Bonfire.
I will try not to ignite any trees that are
Already. I'm not already.
already ignited.
Okay. You cast the spell and the bonfire bursts into flame. The three of them
Run.
turn
Oh, they
towards you.
look back at me.
They look back because they've seen a cause and effect. Like they've seen this, you do that, and then this has happened.
Oh god, that's smart.
I'll hold it for a few more seconds and then drop the concentration.
One of them is just sort of going up to with concentration does stop. Just breathes out on the ground just to create its own little fire.
Does it look like they're looking at us funny?
Make an insight check.
Insight. Oh my days. 7.
7.
How those
Cool.
red dice?
This is like my 4th dice.
They all look at you funny. No.
Shit.
Hard to tell what they are. They seem to be just staring at you, the three of these creatures. And they are large creatures, make no
Oh.
mistake. They are. Oh, actually, no, sorry, no, my mistake. They are small. They are small creatures. They are. My point. I describe them as large, like iguanas, but iguanas are actually relatively small. So size-wise, they are
I was thinking
smaller.
like they're bloody horses.
No,
I think they're the
my
size of a
apologies. I
half.
just realised as I'm describing it, they're smaller than Tilly.
Okay, I'm not as scared anymore.
I thought it was like a horse. Yeah.
3.
Good God, I thought I was going to be trampled.
I thought Luke was trying to kill us.
Yeah.
No, my apologies. I got the description of that, but I should have been more clear.
It's okay.
So they're large creatures. Oh wait, hang on. No, the description I got is large iguanas because iguanas are not.
Yeah, but when you use this is the sizing in D&D.
Yeah,
If you use a
my
sizing,
point.
I'm
They
going
are-
by the
They
chart.
are a small creature.
Gargantuan.
So they're about
tortoises.
the size of a dog.
Okay.
They're
That's
still pretty big, but they're
not
and
gonna-
fire breathing.
Yes.
There's that.
Um.
But they're just looking at you.
Okay. Cool.
Can I give it like a shoot?
Oh,
Make an
Using like
intimidation check.
prestidigitation to make it like louder, more clap
Make an
clap.
intimidation check.
Clip clip.
17.
17. You hear the noise happens. They sort of scuffle back a little bit. They're still just looking at you.
there's nothing really dividing us. is there?
There's a very shallow river, like a brook, effectively, of still water.
We should just back up.
We just, move on. We can just walk away.
We're not killers.
No,
You've
absolutely not.
changed your tune.
But I like fire.
So the spiders you wanted to kill, but these like dog-sized
Ironically, you wanted to kill them
fire
with fire.
lizards.
Yes, the most brutal way of killing something is with fire.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably just keep backing up
I'll say, make a perception check.
me.
Yes.
These were the
Asking
children. The 6 adults are behind
me.
us.
9.
Torian Fire says, to be clear, is it possible 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized horse?
Yeah.
I'd be
What'd you
more
roll?
terrified of
9.
100 dog-sized
Okay.
horses.
Never mind.
A tiny stampede.
waddling.
No, that's a Grand National I'd watch.
I mean, that would be more fun.
Yeah.
It's
Lots of
so
little
weird
ducks.
having a.
Yeah.
This is my first character with like bad perception.
I don't
Good.
like it.
Well, bad +2 perception.
Good.
-1.
+5.
Good God.
You're
Alright, you're not doing anything, you're just backing away.
I like to just keep my eyes on them. I'm too wounded to try and fight another day.
yeah, I'll back up as well. We don't need to bond these.
Keeping
things.
eye contact. Back away slowly.
They watch you go, they just look at each other. Do any of you understand the comic?
Nope.
Do any of the characters that you are looking after understand Draconic?
No.
Actually, I know who does.
Winston.
Winston,
Yeah,
because of course he does.
Oh, that's his monk ability.
For the
What
dragon.
makes little plot monkey he is, where he's just
I know,
helping.
right? He is super convenient, guys.
What
I
monkey?
just put him there to make my life easier.
Plot monkey.
Yep, he understands Draconic. He says, it appears they're not going to bother us. They said to protect the young.
Oh,
They're not that bothered. I think they're fine.
that's fine. We'll leave them to it
Let's just
then.
go back then.
Yeah. Who are we to disturb animals that have lived here for so long? And if they've been here that long and haven't burnt down the forest, well, who are we to say they can't?
Burn down the forest.
Yeah,
Well,
I would like to live. This guy doesn't like fire. I think we go back. And I left a great trail for us to find. Like, let me just go and find it. I'll find it.
okay, make a survival check or investigation. Whichever is best for you.
Investigation. Natural 20.
Okay, you look so thoroughly on these trees, and you find the trees that you hit with your axe, and you go, shit.
Bugger. God damn it.
But you are able to save face by noticing the footprints that have been traversed along the grasses along here. which are
Yeah,
not-
just follow me. I know exactly what trees to follow, where we're gonna go. I mean, I don't think we really went that far, but we'll
No, you went like 150
we'll keep
if that.
going this way.
You continue going this way, and you return to the river where you first started, and you saw the fire.
Excellent work, Cassie.
Thank you. I'm glad I could get us out
We'll
of there
rely on you
safely.
for guiding us in the future.
Papa. I was
I-
like, what's that on my foot? It's a tilly.
It's a tilly tail.
It's a tilly tail.
Tilly tail.
Looking fairly calm today.
Yeah.
What are you doing now?
Second walk.
Yes, that's it.
Oh, that's why she's nice and calm.
You just
Carry on. What time is it?
Now it's an hour or so of afternoon.
Afternoon.
Yes, you've been traveling for about half a day.
Do we want to take a little? Do we want to walk a little bit further away and then maybe take a short rest? Because after that fight, I could really do with just a little sit down and just eat something, but not near the fire
Sure.
donkeys.
While we make our way back, can me and Klaus do some hunting? Me?
Sure. Make a survival check with advantage.
It's better.
Where are they going?
I know what to say.
Twins.
With
These
advantage,
twins.
did you say? Brothers.
It's
Advantage, brothers. I forget who's the older one. You're the younger, aren't you? Yeah.
It's
21.
21. Okay, between the two of you, you are able to capture some small forest rodents, some rabbits and such. And Klaus is able to shoot out some fish from the rivers.
Nice. No, yeah, we'll cook that for the short rest.
All right.
Now I've just found out that someone created a bonfire. I mean, it's amazing.
I mean-
we can cook.
we could probably light a fire at some. I mean,
Oh, no, it's
I've
just
got
way
like,
faster.
I've got a tinder box.
I
So.
can only, well, It lasts
That's why
for
lights on that.
a minute,
Ah.
so
That's
then
why
I
lights
have
on
to
that.
do it again.
We could start a bonfire with your bonfire.
Yeah,
That's
you use it as
true.
an ignition source. Yeah. But if you fair, you can do that with prestidigitation as well.
And you know,
I create a little fire.
Can be used
sounds
to
like I
ignite
should read
the
the
torch.
entire
There you
spell.
I mean, I
Okay,
can
then.
just keep it going for a minute and then just recast it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Do it like that. If we
But
haven't
that
got-
wouldn't cast you as a short rest, though, would it? 'Cause you'd
Yeah,
be
but I
fasting.
don't need a short rest.
No, I'm just thinking in other
In the
scenarios.
future.
Yeah.
So you have the fish and the meat cooking.
Yeah, we'll whip up some
Fine.
snapper.
Use some hit points.
The fish is probably closer to. It's closer in texture to a cod than it is a snapper, but it is coloured like a salmon. It's quite a meaty fish.
Are you able to do Song of Rest for those using?
I can do. Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
My hit dice.
Dinner with a song.
Absolutely, I like a show, darling. 3d12, 10,
Oh, it's not. You can just do it as many times.
Just
19.
Let's do these six or something.
One. 1d6.
It's basically one of his
Five.
inspiration.
Nice.
Die.
No,
But
no.
it doesn't consume it. It's just
I
Oh,
am
yeah.
saying
back
nice.
up to my full health.
Nice.
I got 30
With
on
that,
the
five, six,
D12.
Nice. Is anyone else doing anything in particular or any conversations you wish to have whilst you're having this short rest? Ross, you look like you're wanting to say something.
Or
I was thinking.
Laura, you were going. "Hmm."
Yeah, I would do, but if Brit is gonna
No, you go first. I was just pondering something.
oh, okay. I'll kind of make sure I'm like sat next to Grit this entire time, like eat my food because
Yeah.
I'm hungry, and then kind of during I'll be like, did I seem a bit strange during that fight?
I
Like-
really hope this is like within earshot of everyone.
I'm not trying to be like overtly quiet about it, but at the same time, I'm just directing it.
It's a question to Greg.
It's not
Um,
every day that we're fighting giant leeches and scorpions. So
Yeah, I
guess-
mean that was pretty strange, but when I was hitting it,
Mm.
I felt like this feeling appeared around me. I mean, he did have me like I was being held by a giant scorpion, so I wasn't really paying attention other than just hit
So
it.
you haven't been poisoned by a sting or something.
It could have been a side effect of that. I mean, it's possible. I just felt like this power just like appeared. But if I looked normal, then it might have just been the adrenaline kicking in. It was probably the adrenaline kicking in.
I mean, it was a weird situation. You appear to be normal now. Do you want me to check you over? Do you want to? I'll do a medicine check, I guess, and just be like,
Okay, make an instant check.
do the classic like check the pupils.
Get a little light out.
Yeah.
Crystal was able to hear this conversation.
They're not being subtle about it, but well, they're being sort of. They look like they're in conversation. They're not being particularly secretive.
19.
19. As you inspect, you don't see anything physically wrong apart from the sort of cuts and scrapes that have been.
I'll try to dress those as well whilst I'm.
Yeah, you dress them up easily enough with a bit of bandage and such where you need to. The disinfectants.
Oh, it's like the good old days.
Yeah, it stings a little bit. You do notice that Cassian's hair, whilst normally,
Luscious and flowing.
yeah, normally luscious, flowing, quite silky, is a little bit more brittle and a little bit more static. It feels like it is straightened out a little bit.
Like it's been attached by a balloon.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you seem mostly normal. Your hair's a little bit, and I'll just do this over the top.
Yeah, it just sort of follows
I just
your.
have the hair going a little bit, got a bit of a charge on you.
What? The hair?
Well, it's all of you, I think.
What happened to the hair? I can't see my hair. You know, it's my favorite thing about me, bro. What's wrong with it? Tell me,
Still there.
is it okay?
It's just a little all over at the moment.
Okay, I'll
Can
try.
I hold on? Let's just check this. Not, there's a lot of magic being thrown around. Let's just work through this bit by bit.
Okay.
Does it look like
Okay.
there's any kind of like magical influence going on here?
Make an Arcana check.
Ooh.
This is my jam, so this better be a bad roll. Apparently, 10.
10.
Sorry, can we just take a moment how great and stupid D&D is for a moment? I have no modifier on my medicine check, but I roll a 19. I have a +6 on my Arcana, and I get a 10. Anyway, carry on.
The way the dice rolls.
The static charge that seems to have been picked up is not normal in nature. It doesn't look like it's something that has just been built up. It's not like you've run your feet over a rug and sort of built up the charge. It feels almost as if there is a flow of electricity that is stored. It's almost like casting the battery almost. And there's a small amount of power that is leaching out. And it does feel slightly magical in its essence. It doesn't feel natural.
How does it react to my gauntlet? My gauntlet's not like inherently just magical, but there is an element of.
You have programmed your gauntlets to respond to electrical charges, or rather, you can feel it when there is electrical charge passing through it. So when you place your hand on Cassie, you can feel that ever so slight tingling in the fingertips.
Yeah,
is of a very slight current passing through it.
Okay. How long have you felt like this? Just since the fight?
Since the fight, yeah. I mean, I kind of felt invigorated since I jumped off the wall. And just kind of, yeah, but this just, the fight, but it could have been the scorpion. It could have got me. I could have some weird scorpion.
I mean, I've only looked at you for 30 seconds, but it kind of looks like there's potential magic influence here.
We've got 7 radioactive scorpion.
I'm bitten by a radioactive scorpion.
I'm Scorpion Woman.
Cassie's a dude.
Scorpion Man. Yeah, I can fix it afterwards. Yeah.
Right, I'm slowly turning into a woman and a scorpion.
That's right. It was a female scorpion, so you just take on all of the properties.
Yeah.
Magic.
Yeah.
Never learned
Wait, do you think that
magic in
Marcus
my life.
has messed with you?
Marcus?
Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't have thought so. He probably
I don't know. You embraced.
maybe he put something on me.
He was the last person you saw before we started going. We know he works for Claw.
You do hear that because he wasn't.
He works for
Claw.
But I just feel like I didn't notice it until I was fighting, and I don't really feel it now. I mean, there's like a little like a little.
There's a little bit of a crackle around you. You also feel when you concentrate, there is
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
You've got to concentrate. There is a feeling in the pit of your stomach of cold, crashing waves. Not enough to disturb you, but just to disrupt the sort of normal flow of energy within your body. You can feel as if there is a tide within you.
Either it feels like the ocean is now inside of me, or that fish was not cooked properly. It's a bit
You can feel the motion of the ocean.
I don't know the rest of that song, otherwise I keep it going. I don't know. I mean, if I
You do it again.
do it again.
Get angry now. Fight something. Punch a tree.
Okay, if I've kind of like concentrated, okay, sure. I'll get up. I'll go. I'm like, okay, yeah, I can, yeah, okay, tree. I'll go.
I think you're a terrible fighter.
Uh-oh.
I carry on
It was
towards
a
the
vague
tree.
attempt at making you mad.
I turn around and I'm like,
Bro, uncalled for.
Just leaning up against a tree.
I carry around and just like go towards
You do
the-
you.
I'm watching this very carefully.
Okay.
Nature sucks. Just heckling.
Nature sucks.
just be like lumber sucks.
Okay, I will pull my axe out, because that is what I was using during that fight, and I will like stand there and I will kind of like, okay, concentrate. Oh, that feels, oh, that's nauseous. Okay, and I'll just like stand there and like just look quite fidgety and kind of just be like,
Just swing the axe.
okay,
Just swing it.
I'll swing it.
Make this action.
Oh god damn it. Oh no,
This
I've got the
advantage if you
natural.
close your eyes.
I didn't mean, that's just me closing my
Stab yourself in
eyes.
the knee.
It's not going to have a
me.
EJC.
Yeah,
This is
but
true.
I've been rolling really
You're
badly. Oh,
Plus.
oh, it's
Remember,
not.
it's a +1.
Oh yeah, axe.
It is, yes.
You got like a +6 on it.
Yeah, it's 13.
Okay. You hit the tree. You also hit. You look up, and there's one of those lizards that is just in the tree. So
I will
Oh,
dart forward and try and pull her back.
oh.
Him back, sorry.
you feel a hand on your shoulder now, just pulling you back slightly.
I grab my axe and pull it out at the same time.
As you roll damage on the tree, just
1d12.
D12.
I'm rolling so well on this d12. 15.
as you pull the axe out, you suddenly hear
Oh no.
with the creature and just starts scuffling down the tree towards the ground.
Right.
And then just
Eco-terrorist.
And I just, oh!
tree crashes to the ground and it pops up.
And I just do the thing where I like slowly turn to everyone else, and everyone else is just looking
Oh,
really
just-
disappointed.
Put myself between Cassie and the small lizard.
And then I turn back around to camera and just slowly.
Looks at the tree, looks at you. Make a nature check with advantage.
Okay, that's what
You just destroyed this family.
It's a sacred tree.
Way.
got 2 and a 1.
Add your proficiency if you are not proficient in it. You're not proficient in nature, aren't you?
Yeah, so it's only 3. No, it's 4. With an advantage.
What was advantage? Yeah, so it's
Plus
2.
2, yeah.
Okay.
Luke's desperate trying to think of a way.
You're a horticulturalist, so you can roll this nature check as well.
But without advantage.
Without advantage.
I'll try.
You got to do
this.
better than a 4.
I don't think you could not do that.
I mean, I have a +4. No, I have a +2 to nature,
That's what
so I can do less.
Can do
worse
slightly
than-
worse.
But I didn't. It's 5.
Oh god.
Hey,
Wait,
Luke,
I
I
will-
mean,
I
I'm
will
more
t-
concerned by the lizard.
I
It's
will,
fine.
I
will-
too
You
am
walk
fond
and
of
stand by the
trees.
lizard.
I'm more concerned by
Okay.
the lizard.
I want
Not
to
just
like
they walk and stand by the lizard.
I want
but-
to like whisper to Pal, just like, what's it doing? What
I
is it?
don't know.
Okay.
Let's just be calm.
Okay.
Pull out a little pipe.
If you do that, just push the bacon like it.
Am I still holding? I'm still holding my axe.
Yeah, you're still holding it.
Okay, because I was gonna be like, if you stand by it, I'm gonna just like slowly reach out. But if I've got it, then I'm gonna put it away so I don't seem threatening. I'm
Okay.
gonna put it away.
She's away.
Bust up its home. I'm not threatening.
I will say to it, I'll be like, I'm really sorry. I didn't realize that was your home. I was trying to figure stuff out and
Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Just playing a violin.
Watch me like
in the
roll
background. Small little violi.
Hello.
that's all right. Watch me roll high. Disadvantage.
Yes.
Persuasion 18.
18. Okay.
Yeah.
The lizard cocks its head and then sort of starts plodding towards you slowly. It looks a little ungraceful now that it's on the ground. It seems to when it was going when it came down the tree, it moved really quickly. Going on the land is not as fast.
I'm going to try and use prestidigitation.
Yes.
I'm going to try and make a. It says I can make a puff of air.
Yes.
Can I make a puff of cold air, like a gust
Yes.
of chilly breeze?
Sure.
And just sort of.
On its snout.
Puff it into it towards it.
Okay.
You just assaulted it with weather.
It just starts walking forward again because it's no idea what's just happened.
Back up a bit.
Okay.
Does
It's moved up to melee range again now. It's just sniffing.
it look angry?
No. It's a bit
Curious?
more than else.
Mm.
Yes.
And meat and stuff.
Okay. Sorry, Ross.
We still have some fish and meat and other bits and bobs,
Yeah.
don't we?
Yeah.
I'll just like if I've got a fish, I'll throw the fish away from us.
So the fish. Make animal handling check.
Sure.
What was your insight?
6. I have a +4 to insight. I'm exiling that dice for a while.
3.
This is the session of
You
rolling
take
badly.
the fish and you throw it away from you into the river, and just start floating down the river.
Just
Off it goes.
turning it
And
back
the
on.
bird flies in, just grabs it and takes off with it. And it looks bewildered at what just happens. It moves away from you because it used to have smelled something on you that it was intrigued by, but it's picking up another scent. And it turns and it just starts walking towards the rest of the group sat around the fire.
Oh, okay.
I will use prestidigitation again.
Okay.
And put out the fire.
Goes out. It moves back at you.
I will make. Oh god, I really don't want to start.
Does that have
forest
a
fire.
component?
Verbal? Yes. It does.
Okay, so it would have got the you said something and now it's looking back at you, just confused and almost hurt.
I will make another one back around where the tree has fallen.
Okay,
Use create bonfire.
okay,
And make a bonfire there. Try
okay,
and keep it a bit contained so it doesn't spread too much, but make one there.
okay.
I'm having a great time watching this thing just walk around and you just kind of fuck about with it. Destroy its home and then playing hokey cokey with it one
Yeah.
by the fire.
Yeah.
It looks at the bonfire you created and then turns back to the campfire that you just extinguished and then just plods over to it.
Oh,
And then
let's see what it's going to do.
it gets up to it where the rest of the party are sat around looking at it. And it
That's fine, let it do it.
just exhales and reignites it.
Oh,
And then it sits.
it just sits.
Just sits there.
Welcome
And
to
it
the circle.
looks at one of the fish.
I'm not going to pet it. I'm not. That wasn't me. That was Laura. Being like, Ross was like getting excited. I was like, pet it, pet it.
It then looks at one of the rabbits that you've got stewed there, and it goes,
Yeah.
just chomps this rabbit.
It must be nearly the same size.
I mean,
Remember, guys, it's huge.
huh?
So it's a gargantuan
Yeah.
tiny
Because the
lizard.
adult
Gargantuan tiny lizard.
It's gargantuan as far as lizard size is concerned.
It's a giant miniature space lizard.
It's basically Godzilla.
Well, we kind of destroyed its home. I think we can let it have some rabbit.
And maybe leave the fire for it.
Yeah, it liked the fire. Yeah, we'll come back to this. I don't want
Can
to
we
hurt any more
get
fire
some like
lizards.
stones to surround the fire?
You did. You are sensible enough, particularly with a horticulturalist and a woodsman. You have known to, if you're lighting fires, you would have put rocks around
And I
it.
expect someone has like proficiency in survival, and we're definitely no.
I think a lot of people have
I
proficiency in
don't,
survival.
but,
The way the campaign was laid out to me, I thought, why actually need that?
Yeah. It's athletics and survival will turn up in this campaign at some point.
yeah.
You're basically walking to find the Olympiad, so you're going to have to use athletics there.
Now,
my athletics is great.
now Cassian has uprooted a tree. I suppose there is a branch about, I don't know, 3 feet.
There is.
I need a branch. I need a strong man with an axe. I need the branch. It's very important.
You need the branch.
I need a branch. Yeah.
I'll literally just cut down a tree for you.
Yes, you can get a branch from
We need to get the branch.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like branches. I know a good branch. What do you want the branch for? Just so I can get you the right kind of like.
Oh, I'm looking to make a spear out of this giant scorpion tail.
I can do that, and I go look for a
It's
branch.
hollow. So
I go and look for like a sturdy yet light, quite like I go find a branch.
Okay. Do you want from the tree that you just cut down?
Sure.
Or one or the other? Okay. You go up to the tree and start sort of stripping away a few bits and pieces from it. As you're doing so, now that you're sort of spending a bit more time with this tree, something's not right.
No.
As you're sort of stripping bits of bark away, it's coming away far too easily for a tree that has just been felled. It feels as if this tree was either dead already or diseased and dying. And as you sort of have another look around it, and you can see where you cut into it, you can see where just inside the very core of it is almost like a purplish fungus that was inside the tree.
If you make us aware of that, can we examine that?
Yeah, I'll call. As I know that you're the horticulturalist. I'll
Yeah,
like,
it's all sorts.
pal. I think
Yeah.
pal.
Yeah.
I think.
Do you know anything about purple tree fungus?
Let's have a look at that, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay, make an nature check.
Can this be with advantage as one of us is helping the other?
Sure.
look at this purple thing.
How's your bonus?
For nature,
Yeah,
+2.
yeah, mine too.
With how I'm rolling,
That's
I
with
do-
proficiency.
yeah, me too.
I'll try this with
With how
advantage.
I'm rolling, it's not good.
So that's 10 total.
10? You've seen a number of felled, like naturally felled trees in this forest. You cut them down previously before you left. This fungus appears to be some sort of. It seems to be some sort of natural symbiotic or parasitic in nature, and it just seems to grow in the center of the tree. And the way that it has started, it looks like it has entered via the roots, and it has been slowly drawn up. If you sort of take bits away from the center of
Yeah.
the trunk, you can see where there is a clear, almost spike and internal branching, where it has gotten into the water capillaries that are within the tree, and it has just started growing through them.
Has it got up into like the branch? It has got up into the branch.
Hasn't got that far,
Okay.
but it looks like its main way of growth is that it grows in these sort of damp areas inside the tree, and it effectively kills the tree's ability to gain moisture. Because most of the moisture is gained in by the roots as opposed to from the leaves. It does get some from there, but by the way that it has grown, it blocks off a lot of the main arteries and capillaries that collect that water, and it looks like that has just killed the tree. It is dry further up.
Please, could I try and take a sample of this? I can use a dagger, and I have some files in my herbalism. Sort of scrape a bit up. Try not to touch it.
Yeah, you can core a section of the tree out and then just sort of keep containing a sample of it. As you're sort of doing this, the lizard has come back over to you and then just ignites the tree. And as you watch,
Jesus God!
as you
God
watch the
warned
fire,
us.
because it is quite dry, it goes up quite quickly. But it also, the fire spreads along, and it seems to really ignite along the fungus. And it sort of flashes because it is in contact with the air, and it just clears it completely.
Fungus.
Yes.
So the lizards are actually like gardeners.
I will write some notes and keep it with the samples.
I will turn to it. I'll turn to the lizard and be like, "Is this your job?"
Winston comes over and translates for you. And he turns back and says, it's not necessarily their job, but it's what they... He's confused about the concept of a job.
Is this how you stay safe and live and not let your home die?
Is this what brings you joy?
It looks up at you and just sort of... It speaks intraconic back to you. And Winston says, this is how we protect our home. That's what he says.
Oh.
I was wondering if I could try something.
Okay.
Isn't like a thing you can do with either spell, but I was wondering if I could like combine create bonfire and prestidigitation and try and change the color of flames.
Sure. Okay. How are you trying to change? What are you trying to change the color of the
I just want to like try and if it works, like change them. I don't know, magenta.
I would say more than anything else, you are able to control the color of the bonfire as you create it.
Right.
If you just concentrate enough, because it's part of your concentration of it, casting a secondary spell, even though it's not a concentration spell, would sort of fuck with it a little bit.
Okay.
But you are able to create it in a magenta color.
I'm trying to entertain our visitors. Friends.
Nods appreciatively.
Bro.
Nods in bro.
Is this in...
This is Kale up to you.
Well, just like nudge its tail with my foot.
Is I would like
Oh,
to...
hang on, I've got a tail.
Yeah,
I will try
just a tail 5.
and tail fight without like knocking this tiny lizard over and over.
As you sort of bring the tail around, you notice its tail is also prehensile, and just sort of you get a fairly good slap against your tail.
Yeah.
It's quite thick.
As a fellow bro, I appreciate it.
Not in bro.
Not in bro.
Appreciate bro tail. I literally made that same joke like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I said
Yeah,
it louder. I said it louder.
Yeah. Can I ask? Is this stuff in all the trees? No, just some. Where's it coming from? Oh.
He doesn't know. It just they can sense, they can smell it. And they,
So you cut down the sick trees to keep this forest safe.
yes.
That's really cool. I cut down trees to make tables so people could eat off of them.
He doesn't know what a table is.
Yeah.
But he does. Apparently, he uses he told me that he is. They also clear out any dead trees that are formed naturally, or they create fire breaks to prevent if any storms come and cause If a lightning strikes a tree and catches it to ignite, so they prevent the forest from burning down.
God, you guys are so cool. You protect your homes with fire. We mostly cook things on it. Not your home, fire. Yeah. Wow. You guys seem like you've got it all sorted. So actually, really, me getting that tree was probably like, oh, cool. Now I don't feel so bad. I didn't break your home. You were trying to like take the tree. And
Just,
try
he
and-
goes over to another tree sort of nearby and just Now,
Oh, it's a
no,
bot.
it's a bot.
5
Uh,
followers. No, thank you.
That's
Who
a,
are you?
We're happy being on our own
Boo.
until we're not.
well, that's a bye-bye.
Yeah.
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 It looks at the tree and it just sort of looks at a couple of others and then it points at one, goes over to it and just takes its claw and just sort of scratches a couple of markings into it.
Well, he did that better than I did.
And then he looks at the other tree and looks at that one. And looks at the tree that's burning on the ground and looks at that one.
That tree's got it as well. Do many trees have it?
Crosslet. Good, and finds one more tree that's just a little bit further in. Got some scratch into there.
Is it spreading like bad? Oh, so you guys got a handle on it. Okay. Would you like some help? Yeah? Do you want me to cut these down for you? Okay, I can do that. I help the little fire lizards cut down some bad trees.
You cut in and you just cut down the 2 trees that he's marked. And then between the lot of you sort of drag them away because they are quite near the tree line. You don't want to risk them sort of burning out. Anyway. You're quite competent in cutting them so they fall the way that you want to. But as he falls away, he burns the stumps and then smothers the fire. Just wanted to get rid of as much of the parasites as possible. And then sets fire to the logs.
Whilst I'm doing this, I will still be looking for a nice branch to give
I was going
to.
to say, I'm like, this is great.
I'll turn
everything,
around and be
but-
like, I will be back. I haven't forgotten your branch. It's just finding the perfect one.
Hmm.
Okay, make a perception check.
Ah,
I see how far down the pecking order I've fallen. I'm now underneath lizard.
what do I
bad
get?
is
The
it?
Random
highest.
tree lizard.
I get the highest scores on the most pointless stuff. 18.
In doing so, you are able to find a branch that has snapped off a tree relatively recently, so it's still relatively fresh. It's pretty straight. And you can, once you've taken away cutting the branches off it, you've got the smaller branches and throw onto the little again thing, and the lizard friends, and he sort of takes it and has a little stick that he is pleased with.
Oh, give him a little stick, and then I'll take this other stick over to Elijah. Be like, how's this?
Yeah, it looks like a lizard.
It looks like it'll do.
Great.
I will now begin.
The process of turning into a spear.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm going to be here for like a couple of days maybe to make
it's
this.
going to take you a little while.
Yeah.
I'll go
You
back to
start inserting a stick into this hollow, slightly fleshy
Oh.
scorpion. I mean, it's some of the meat inside of it's sort of drying out a little bit, so it's easier to put into. You're probably going to need something inside it to take the flesh out and then to sort of.
I was going to say, I'm
solidify
probably
around
going to
it.
hollow it a little bit.
Yeah. It's a long time
Yeah.
project, but it's doable.
I now have something to do. It's disgusting, but fantastic. And it's
Um,
probably going to be useless.
You return to the drake, and it's just looking at you.
Me.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you cleared up the 2 trees that you marked.
Well, I'll be like, any more? No? What about where your friends are?
What friends?
The other people. The
The
other
bigger ones.
lizards.
They
Yeah, they
might
do.
not. Just because they're of the same species doesn't mean they're necessarily friends.
I'm a lone worker. I don't have a clan.
What are they up there then?
There are others.
There's others.
Are you not a youngs?
No.
There's others. You're by yourself.
I believe
Yes.
I was the last of my kind.
I know there are other groups. When sort of looking and translating this.
Yeah.
I know there are other groups and tribes, but I'm the last of my group mates.
Oh, that was Laura going on.
Hatchmates.
Egg buddies.
Why don't you join the other group?
They have young. They are. If they have, do they have young? Do you know?
I think it was a toad, yes.
Winston said something
Winston says
about
they have a quick conversation. They have a quick conversation. with themselves. He asked if they were young. I said yes. Apparently, the females of their kind are very territorial when it comes to protecting hatchlings.
Oh, so do you dudes just
Unless you're part of the the males are fine if they're the father, but if they are or part of their group, I
These
suppose
lizards to be loyal.
part of their, I can't think of a correct collective name, pack, tribe.
yes?
Um,
So dudes just hang out by themselves
No.
until
well, no, but any that are separated from or that go off on their own, they find it a little bit tricky to get back with other groups if they're young. They might come across in mating season, which has passed, but the little guy didn't find anyone, but has been completing the duty on his own, as had been with his movements.
I mean, as long as you're not lonely, you're okay. I mean, mating season's got to come back round, yeah? Yeah? Yeah, yeah.
No.
Yes, there's always hope. But you are doing a very good job of keeping this forest safe. Yep.
Sort of lays itself down. I mean, it's like, like an iguana. It can't really sit like an iguana,
just-
like a dog.
Thunk.
It
Yeah.
sort of, like lays down.
Yeah.
It crosses its front paws.
It's hard but honest work.
Yeah. Well. If your job is done, are you staying in this area or will you keep going?
Apparently, wherever the winds will take it.
I feel you, bro. I feel you.
Would you like to come with us?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the next fight's gonna die.
Who would you like to travel with?
Scuttle over to Cassian and sort of climbs around and just sort of sits on the shoulder.
Yes. I will.
Good choice.
Name him Squishy.
I won't name him what I want to name him.
What did you want to name him?
Pascal.
Scowl.
Because he's
That's,
the
Tangled.
yeah, he's the little
chameleon.
chameleon entangled.
Oh, Pascal.
No, it's okay.
That's cool.
No, I'll ask him. So, what should I call you? Do you have?
Quickly, someone redeem points.
Name.
How would you recognise each other without names?
Sense.
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 I was going to say I have no sense.
What does he smell of? Lizard butt.
What's a butt?
Charcoal. Smoky rabbit.
I don't think you look like a smoky rabbit.
Call him
What about Smoky?
the big smoke?
Big
The big Balbo
Isn't that
Smoky.
just the name of like Birmingham or something?
Smoky?
Big
London.
smoky. Yeah,
Do you like Smoky?
big persuasion check.
Big Balbo Smoky.
Oh. 11? Yeah?
Out.
Cool. Well, we're just going to finish up here, but if you'd like to carry on, we're going to go and explore some places. Yeah? Awesome. I take him over and I show Grit, and I'm like, look what I found. This is Smokey.
Immediate regret.
So, I mean, you don't have it because it's on your character sheet. I will send you the stats for a forest drake.
Yeah.
I'll take a photo.
Becomes friend companion. Goes
I'm
out.
gonna show us a photo. It's gonna have a human face. Just wait for it. It looks like a gecko, but it's actually a lizard, and it has a human face, and it's weird. It's the
And it's the
size.
size of a horse.
It's small, but the size of a horse.
A human hand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
it's
its
also
With
tail.
an extra thumb.
Yes.
Smokey.
Thumb on both sides.
No, thumb halfway up the wrist.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like an iguana,
Yeah, it's like an iguana.
but he's like small enough to sit on my shoulder.
He's a small creature. I mean, he's
Awesome.
heavy, but you can take. Like anyone else
Also-
would be a problem. You, fine.
Oh,
Very practical. It's basically
more hit points than me.
Got better armor class than half the party.
Got more hit points than
Really?
you. It's got
What's
more
his
hit points
AC?
than everyone.
15.
Oh my god, it's better than mine.
15,
That's the
yeah.
same as mine. And
Nice.
Klaus's, I think.
15, yeah.
Yeah, I'll look at that later. Awesome.
So, yeah, Smokey, the fire drake. No,
Yes!
the forest drake, rather.
Smokey, the forest drake.
The fire forestry.
also pretty practical moving forge.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, fire's
as
actually
long as,
handy for us.
as long as Smokey's, on board with doing that.
Are you okay?
It's a fire stuff.
I hope you don't feel like
So
we're
would he-
we're using
probably.
you just for your fire. Like you're pretty cool.
For
You're just,
lovely.
like you're a cool guy.
Most
I mean,
of
you're
my-
a- you're a
most-
hot
apparently
guy.
most of his existence was just using his fire, so I don't think he's not that bothered by it.
You will be so excited to come and explore this world along with us.
Are you saying that you could show them the world?
I
I
can.
could show you the world.
Splendid.
Grit just does that in the background and passes.
Yeah.
I like that whole encounter is just basically like Ash trying to catch any Pokemon in like that. He's just like Cassian caught a
I
fire drake.
caught a Pokemon, yay!
Cassian caught Weedle.
So it doesn't actually catch
All
any
parties
Pokemon,
are
just
happy.
befriends them.
Yeah, all
I
parties
will-
are happy with
I will
this.
introduce him to everyone. Like, this is Grit. This is Pal. This is everyone else. This, oh no, this is Elijah. This is
Sorry.
Klaus.
Sorry.
Izaria. And this is I was gonna call him
Winston.
Buckbeak.
Vincent?
Dash.
I'm not sure.
Dash.
I'm not sure you've told Smokey your own name.
I'm Cassian. Nice to meet you.
You just hear it say in like it's like
Cassian. Aww. Yes. Cassian. Thanks.
Cassian, you realize you're going to have to learn Draconic now, right?
says I can teach you.
I
Oh.
will take Winsome slightly aside and just sort of whisper to them. Smoky doesn't mean anything untoward and draconic, does it?
The closest
It's not really like sounds, is it? That's what it feels like.
the closest word to it in draconic is snurka, which is loosely translated into common as raging inferno.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And I will
Great.
rejoin the
We're
rest of the
seeing anyone who speaks Draconic. We're vastly overselling. We
I don't
bring
know,
you
compared-
Raging Inferno.
Compared to the rest of us, he is like a tank.
Great, we've inherited a new frontline fighter until level 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
Infinite fire breath.
Awesome. Yeah, I will sit down with him. I will tell him our adventures so far. And we'll finish eating.
Winston tells him your adventures so far.
I will tend to. Oh, yeah.
Your Winston has to translate.
Oh, he doesn't understand me.
He understands some languages. He,
Oh,
he does
basic,
try
yeah.
and speak in 2 other languages, of which those of you who speak Elvish
Got it.
catch parts of it. It's again like the fake creature supposed itself.
Okay, I will. Yes. Okay.
And then
sure.
another language that none of you understand.
Need to learn draconic.
Nope.
Infernal.
Infernal.
Shit.
Draconic.
Yeah, he speaks-
I thought you were.
Gnomish.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does he know thieves?
Oh wait, I
Druidic.
know. I've got the real question. Does he know common?
He does not know common.
Oh,
He.
Which is why he can't understand, but he understands by gestures and the fact that Winston's speaking Draconic next to you.
We'll learn together, Smokey. I'll learn Draconic.
You can both
and
learn
we
common
can-
together.
Yeah. That was Laura's reaction. Let me just compose myself.
Cassie, make an attack roll.
It's
I got you a branch. Don't listen to him.
all of this came about because I asked for a
Yeah, basically.
branch. I asked for a branch. We learned
Actually,
everything about this forest.
actually, all of this came about because we were trying to find out the mystery of the crackly staticness,
Yeah, that's true.
and we haven't resolved that yet.
No,
You've just completely forgotten.
yeah, I've done.
Cassie had
The
fluffy
side- the
hair
side-
and
the
this
side
one.
quest has suddenly taken over.
Katyan's forgotten that conversation ever happened.
Yeah, I have. Absolutely.
Oh, I love this game.
And yes, we'll just spend kind of. It was only supposed to be a short rest.
Yeah, we did
for
It's
about an
only
hour
been
and a
like a
half.
couple of
You've
hours.
been here for like 2 hours now. Just
We should
We
probably
can carry on.
keep going. Try and
Yeah.
get a bit further.
So yes, Spooky, we're gonna pack up and head off. Are you sure you want to come? Awesome. Let's
It
go.
doesn't understand you.
Let's go. Wait, stop telling him.
Did you introduce Smokey to Dash?
Yes, I did.
yes,
Good.
who was briefly interrupted to be called Buckbeak.
Sorry, Matt.
Here, hippogriff.
Raise it upwards, maybe
He's in
dead.
heaven. I'm sorry.
Sorry, man.
Technically, he's over there, sort of.
Sorry.
Yeah, above us is nothing actually.
Yeah,
Harbour is
no-
up there.
Yes, we'll carry on.
Right, you continue along the river. Sun is starting to get low in the sky. It's probably closer to 3, 4-ish at this point. It's still like summer to autumn-ish. That's probably close. No, actually, no. It's close to autumn. So it's probably closer to the autumnal equinox at this point. So you're kind of expecting the sun to start going down. But as you're going on, Winston does take a fly up and have a look around and comes around says, we are almost to the borderline of the forest. We're almost coming to the end of it.
Oh.
By the time we come to rest for the night, I imagine we'll have reached the end of the tree line. And from there, it appears to be slightly rockier plains or grasslands and then plains.
Oh. Oh, if that's the direction we're going.
It seems to be
Forest plains. So savannah, yeah.
Yes. We'll keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the forest mountains of Endor.
I say to Smokey, like, you want to see something else but trees? Let's go.
It's going to burn some rock.
Yeah.
As you follow yet another pointless meander in this river, easy way to sort of go about these things, you see a couple of deer that are lying just shy of the tree line, sort of partway between the river and the trees. As you sort of approach them, you're not going particularly stealthily. You notice that they're usually dappled green fur on both of these creatures is soaked with blood.
The deers are covered in blood.
Yes.
Are they lying down?
They are lying down.
Oh. Sorry, I thought they were, for some reason I was like, they're walking around. They're deers lying down and they're covered in blood.
Yes.
They're standing, staring at you with bloodthirst in their eyes.
Do they not look like anything's tried to eat any of
Make a perception check.
Damn it. Come on, it's got to be a good roll.
Channel
Energy.
Fuck!
energy.
That's my-
Ah.
Is that a
That's
seven?
that's a 1.
Oh.
Three.
No, can't see anything. It just looks like there's 2 deer just lying there, covered in blood.
Well.
Dear.
Looks like meat's back on the menu.
Oh boy. Can I see anything on the ground or anything in the trees? Are we still in the trees?
You're walking
Second.
alongside the river, so you're still within the tree,
Yeah.
the forest.
Can I see anything on the ground, like tracks or
Make a survival check or
Yeah.
perception.
survival? 'Cause that's a plus, not a negative. No, it's not.
Jesus.
Amazing, hell.
Stay away
Three.
from my
Three.
tray, the lot of you.
Oh.
You see nothing. You
You
see
dare.
some fairly compacted grounds, some river washings, from just sort of river has splashed up and wetted the ground, but nothing in particular.
Can I just walk up to it and just
You go up to it, and as you do that, you notice 2 things. One, the blood is still slightly warm,
that was what I was hoping for.
also tasty, and the limbs of these 2 deer are not attached to their bodies.
Oh boy.
Are they there? Are they present? and
One
attached?
leg from the deer that's sort of closest to you is completely missing. Don't know where it is. The other ones have just sort of been torn off and are just sort of scattered around in this area.
So it doesn't look like they've been eaten. It just looks. They just
They've
look like
been torn apart and then
left.
left. But one leg is missing. One deer's leg is missing.
Something wasn't hunting this for food. Something was hunting this for sport.
And done a mighty fine job of it.
Fun, senseless, horrible.
Entertainment.
If you look over at the other deer, it does look like some of that has been eaten.
It's fresh though. How long would you say?
It's still warm, so probably within the hour.
Oh
Is anyone good at finding tracks, recognizing if any animals have been?
Oh, I'm not.
I think
Thought I was.
Me and Klaus are pretty good at it. Yeah.
This is probably the reason why I thought I was a good tracker at home, but no, obviously not. I just knew the forest really well.
I did the local vicinity on the ground, and Klaus did the air with Dash.
Dash is too tired to fly at present,
Even after a short rest.
even after a short rest. He is
He's got 2 points of
he's
exhaustion.
got one, but he's got one, but he is a young thing. He can only fly for a certain amount of day at the moment. He isn't
Aw.
strong enough.
Both of us just do the local vicinity to see if we can find what
Okay, perception checks for both of you.
perception.
These are 2 separate checks because scanning the tree line, scanning the grounds.
Maybe my yellow
I was
first.
so I was 16 and 9.
9 for
Klaus.
9 for class. Okay, class.
+1.
I can't really see anything as he's looking around. You notice that as you're sort of seeing this, what has taken something has taken a bite out of the other deer. And what has taken that is a significant maw, like a properly fanged maw has ripped the flesh out from the stomach.
A tooth more.
A toothy maw.
Choose more.
Obviously, whatever it was that's torn the legs off is going to be pretty damn strong. And you can see there are sort of almost like the way that the blood pattern is on this creature is almost like a hand has gone through it, like a humanoid hand, but much, much larger. You do try and look around on the ground, but there's not really enough impact on the ground to sort of notice it suggests that whatever it was jumped on these creatures and then started to rip them apart. You can see no evidence of them on the ground other than the corpses.
Oh boy.
Is there like a lot of rock outcroppings, collections of rocks nearby?
There's a few rock rocks.
Like, if I was a predator of that sort of size, I'm guessing a large creature, would there be somewhere that looked advantageous?
The trees.
So the tree line, not in front.
Not directly from where you are. It looks like these creatures were heading to the water, or were rather steered in a sort of vague direction from whatever happened. They got spooked.
I'd assume it came from the forest area, really. But whatever it was pretty big.
Then I don't really want to stick around to see how big it is.
Can we make it up to some of those rocky bits?
You can head to some of the rocky bits. They're sort of close. They're closer to the river. They're just sort of normal, like tidal rocks, so just sort of gathered and just sort of collected over the years.
Just one final one.
Yes.
Where it's been like punched through, if I stick my hand in there, is there anything specific that's like missing, or is it just grabbed something?
It looks like it is reached in there and has just pulled.
Cold. But everything kind of, there's like a heart or something that's missing.
I mean, it is, but if
Not
only because
specifically.
It's not like only.
It wasn't surgically
No.
I
There
want
was
the
there
heart.
was no discrimination here. It was just yoink.
a killing blow.
Yeah.
Right, yep, got it. Just pull my hand back out of there. Okay.
Yeah, the gap
Try and
around.
ignore it as you start licking your hand.
No, literally just a handkerchief on the top pocket and just modestly
Yeah.
dab.
The cavity
Snap
around.
blade.
Yep.
The cavity around your hand was a lot bigger than your arm, like good like 2 fists thick.
So like I could put 2 hands.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, no, I don't want to find that. You might want to find that. I don't want to
Ask
find that.
Smokey if he knows what might have done this.
Smokey.
Kowalski, analysis.
As Smokey is sort of looking at the creature, he goes, you just feel his claws dig into you ever so slightly.
Oh, I take that as a yes. Ow.
Not good. Winston translates. He just says, Winston just starts looking around in the
I was
tree,
just saying.
keeping an eye out.
I'll keep an eye out as well.
Okay, make a perception check. Winston should also make a perception check.
Come on, Grit.
Come on, Winsome.
Come on. Oh.
Yes, Grit.
It's not bad.
7.
Okay.
We're,
Winston also did not do particularly well. I rolled
we are
6.
rolling terribly.
So then we just start moving.
Yeah.
We leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you sort of start moving away with that sort of thought
Shitty
in mind,
roll.
you just start hearing, in the Black Panther film when the gorilla tribe come down, where they're sat in the throne room and they're just hooting
Yeah.
at Ross. Yeah, they're doing. You just
Ross. Oh, Agent.
Agent Ross. Yeah, just.
Can we tell where it's coming from?
Freeze.
Everywhere around us.
One
Run.
sort of in front, one slightly behind.
This foe is
And you just hear and you watch as 2 huge gorilla-like creatures leap forward, lands on the ground, one in front, one behind, 4 arms, sort of ambling around with this white-grey fur, greyish skin, huge hooked fingernails, massive teeth with almost set tusks that curl out from the middle of the jaw. Initiative.
No. Is it what? It's 10 to 10.
Well, we'll either win or die quickly. Oh, Jesus. You looked at it, didn't you? You looked at my dice.
I did.
It's your oxygen.
What I'm rolling well on.
I will need to just go to the toilet very
Okay.
quickly. What initiative?
Initiative. And don't forget to roll for Klaus.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry,
I have 9.
9 for Cassian. This combat gets slightly screwed up now because there's a forest drake has come along.
When
Oh,
you were doing this, Luke, for the
Yeah.
tasks, I was just half of me was hoping you were going to be like, with a big bushy beard or something like that. Or I blessed it. So.
He's got something you haven't.
Very big bushy beard. Winston's initiative was terrible because Winston.
Dice rolls.
That's a
This is the
3.
second time Cal has had probably one of the best initiatives in the party. Out of 2.
Yeah, that'll do it. Edit. Done something. Manual entry. There we go. Can I have initiatives for Elijah, please?
Mine was a 7.
7. Klaus.
14.
14. Pal.
20.
Nice. Isaria.
4.
Okay. So they're going first.
Oh, damn.
Wait, you don't want grits?
Oh, yeah, grit. But no, grit. I've got grit on here because you rolled it on the.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, cool.
You fed through.
We're already
So the-
we're being efficient, yeah.
Yeah, general sort of marching order. I think probably would have had you towards the front with Cassian, and then I would have thought.
Sorry, which you were you pointing at?
I was
just
pointing
then?
at Connor, sorry.
Fine.
Pointing at Elijah, and then I would have thought Klaus probably towards the back.
Grit's obviously just usually hanging out with Cassian, to be
Yeah,
honest.
so Grit's
Yeah.
near the front, but probably in the middle more than anything else. I imagine you're in the middle as well, with Isaria at the back there. So they are going to take their turn. They're going to move their speed.
How long is it since our last combat?
Couple hours.
You've still got mage armor up.
Good.
It's not been 8 hours, but it has been
I mean,
4
it
or
must have
5.
been.
Actually, probably been about 6 at this point.
Yeah, it was sort of just before noon, it was like 11 o'clock something.
Okay,
Like that.
so they use their movement to effectively saying this is after their first turns. They let out of the trees, land for you. They use their bonus action to move their speed towards you. So they sort of ambling through. One gets up to Klaus and is going to make a bite attack against him for 21 to hit,
Yes.
dealing 8 points of piercing damage. Is going to make then 2 core attacks against Isaria, which are a 25 and a 20. Ross?
Sorry, yes, I'm playing Yasara, I forgot. Yes, 25 and a 20, yes, they would hit, yes.
Okay, so that is a total of 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay, I can't actually access the thing, so I'm going to throw this menu bits back.
Can you not?
No, because I'm signed in on my account, not the joint account.
Oh, okay.
It's alright.
Hit points at the moment were, can you see?
It's 28. Yeah.
You can see the okay, cool.
can see
And with the first 2 claws sort of slashing into Isaria on the right hand side, the other 2 claws on the left are also going to make attacks against your say with those on that side. Yeah, they can make 5 attacks. They are problem. I would say Winston is there as well. 1 attack against Winston will hit, the second will miss. For 6 points of damage. Winston, damage. And then at the front, the other one is going to make a bite attack against you.
No.
22 to hit
Yep.
for 8 damage in piercing damage. Then it will make 2 core attacks against yourself, Connor. $13.
Nope.
14.
Yes.
Okay. How? I roll the dice, it's standing on a point. I don't understand how that has happened.
Ah, well, then clearly it misses.
Yeah.
So
breaking
that
everything.
is 10 points of slashing damage. to you. Got max damage, and then it has 2 final core attacks, which it will make again. Great. You are close to the area as well. One's an 8, the other one is a 25 to hit
25 hits.
for 6 damage.
Okay, that's
That is the end of the Gorillon's turns. Also, I guess technically, roll initiative count for Smokey. Yeah.
Hold on, let me get it back up.
He's going to be the MVP.
He's going to be the
Absolutely.
one survivor.
Just drops off merrily.
Maybe he's working with.
What's add on to your initiative?
Dexterity.
Dexterity.
He got 11.
No, sorry, he got 9. Same as me.
There you go. Smokey has been added on.
Yeah.
All right. That ends. So I'll keep track of Smokey's hit points because I can do that from here. Pal, you are up. I mean, he's still his own creature. He may choose not to fight. you,
This is
but-
true.
but
The best gift.
oh god, what's it called? Oh, you sent the token.
Code. Yeah.
I just lost 2 minutes of my hit points.
What?
2/3 of my hit points
On one attack.
on one attack.
Klaus is up next, but I can't do that.
I am going to panic slightly and create a bonfire under the grill on
Yep.
to the rear of the party.
Okay, dex save this.
Dexterity saving throw. Yeah.
That is a 21.
That passes. How does it
Zin
take?
takes no damage with a cantrip.
Yes.
Okay, so the bonfire is sort of creating the it's sort of just sort of swaggers out of the way. And just
I'm
lets
going
it
to try
fluff
and hold it there anyway
Okay.
between us. Just do this. Oh. Okay. Carry on.
You're doing your thing. All right, that is then the end of your turn, Klaus.
We'll run into melee with the one,
Easily, yeah.
the one in the front, and we'll make a short sword attack.
Okay, good.
24 to hit
That'll hit. Roll damage. This is the one with the back. Yes.
for 5 points of damage.
This is damage. Yep.
Take that to the 5. Well then, action surge and swing again.
Yep.
For another 24 to hit.
Yep.
Dealing another 5 points of damage. Wow, 2 1s on damage dice.
Oh.
1d6 plus 4.
Klaus steps in, she drawing his short sword and just cutting into this creature. You can see already that both of these creatures already had blood on their thing. You suspect they're the ones that killed these, and they moved off when they saw you coming in and decided they were getting another ambush going.
Oh, goody, goody,
So
goody.
you stab, he stabs it. Your turn.
Oh no. Where am I near? No. What first? I'll tell Smokey. I'll be like,
Get out of here. Run. Hide. Don't let them find you. Run. Now.
It's not his turn yet, so
Okay, I've told him that. And I will. Who's the closest? I'll just move to the closest one.
yeah, there's one right in front of you. Just tries to bite you.
and I would like to raid.
Okay, as you do, you feel that now that you've got Smokey on your shoulder,
Yeah.
and you sort of feel that protective nature inside you, you feel that churn just sort of roar up, and that surge of energy come through, like the crashing waves that thrust up through your body and bring your blade back. You feel that surge of power just rise up through your muscles, tightening, taut, nice and taut, and you swing. You assume you're making an attack.
Does Grit see it this time?
You do see a crackle of electricity now sort of start to spark around,
God of sparkle.
and you are close enough to feel a slightly cooler breeze now emanating from Cassie. By the way, also, the creature needs to make a dex save, doesn't it? Because
I've just attacked it.
Okay.
Hold on.
well, no, it's when you rage, then the electricity triggers.
Yeah,
there.
I can do. Yeah.
So I'll roll a dex save anyway.
Oh, okay.
That's 16.
That passes. It takes 2 points of lightning damage.
2 lightning. Okay, cool.
And that was a 19 to hit
That will hit.
for the axe. So that is 7 points of slashing damage.
7 points of slashing damage. Cool. Which one is with which? So Cassian, Grit, and Margin. That one's house in the middle. Okay, anything else with your turn?
That's all I can do.
Okay.
I'm sure I can. Yeah, because I'm just been attacking and then bonus action. I think, yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Well, bonus action was to rage. Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So at the end of your turn, it would be Smokey. Smokey is going to sort of understand what you're. It seems to understand what you're saying, and it's starting to move away. But as it does, it just bops your head slightly. Just sort of knocks your head, so you just sort of tilt away, and then exhale a cone of fire at this thing.
Run away! Panic flames.
Natural 20 on the deck save, so it's half damage. Roll 5d6 for me.
Holy! It's got sneak attack.
Sneak attack flamethrower.
Say hello to my little friend.
Smoky used
6,
flamethrower.
11, 13, 15, 17 points of fire
So
damage.
half down to
9.
9.
Yes. So Smokey deals 9 points of fire damage.
It's the same as what?
And then he's going to
Classic.
scuffle down your back and sobbing away. However, it does get an attack opportunity on Smokey. That would hit with a 19.
Yeah.
She's going to reach out and just try and grab it. He's not trying to grapple, but it just reached out and sort of raised the claws on Smokey's back, dealing 9 points of damage.
Can I use my reaction to make another melee attack
Yes,
on
you
him?
may.
Like, get off my new friend! Thank you. Okay. Another axe again. That is 13.
To hit. Hits.
Yeah.
Just.
Run again.
Same ability, isn't it?
9 points of damage. I can't use. No, I can't
It's
use.
more than that.
2 for rage.
Plus 1 axe.
Oh god, yeah, I forgot the +2 for the rage. So
Roger.
actually, that's
And it's a plus
that
1
was-
axe, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
So that's
Plus 6.
so
so
5.
that's 11.
No, that's the hit.
Plus,
Oh,
you've
no.
only got plus 3 strength.
Yeah, no, it's +4. So I rolled a 5 plus the 4
6.
plus the 2. So
The plus 6.
11 points.
There's 11.
yes, and I forgot the +2 on my last attack.
I'll take another 2 off. It's looking pretty hurt already.
Yeah.
I mean, unsurprisingly, you just got toasted slightly.
Mhm.
But Smokey's
It's now well done.
Always forget my +2.
Smokey just
for
will
melee.
scuffle down you and then scuffle off towards the river, just sort of get a little distance from them. Grit, you're up.
Oh, I will use my thunder gauntlets. So this, give a good punch, hopefully for not a hit at all. That is a 9.
Misses.
I will be disappointed and move on.
Oh.
All right. Elijah.
The one that I'm in front of, is that the one that looks really hurt?
No,
No.
it's the other one. Oh, actually, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm gonna bite it.
Go for it. Hello.
Was my reaction technically an opportunity attack?
No.
It was something. It is something different. Okay, I just
Yeah.
want to.
The option so you've got 2 options with the sentinel feat. You can
Yeah,
either use
that's-
your reaction to stop the creature moves away from you to
Yeah.
make an attack, or if it attacks another creature, you use your reaction to attack them.
Yeah, That's
They are 2. They both use your reactions. They do 2 different things.
got yeah.
There's 2. Roll damage.
Oh, the damage. The damage.
5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. Okay. And
I heal for 5 points.
okay. You bite into it. You get the lovely, delicious taste of brilliant, which still the blood comes through. It feels mammalian, but it also feels corrupted. It feels
slightly toasted.
and a little bit sick.
Warmer.
It's a little smoky.
And with my bonus action, I'm going to cast Kinetic Jaunt.
Big jaunt.
Yes, as I will now be leaving its melee.
Okay, what's kinetic jaunt do?
Means I don't get opportunity attacks.
Okay.
You disengage.
It's a concentration spell. My speed increases by 10 feet.
Uh-huh.
I don't provoke opportunity attacks,
Yeah.
and I can move through the space of another creature, and it doesn't count as difficult terrain. If I end my turn in another creature's space, I am shunted to the last unoccupied space and take 1d8 of damage.
I suppose that's actually casting it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So
Alright.
yeah, I run like 35 feet away from it.
Okay, you got that balls. Where are you going? Towards the river or towards the forest?
I feel like this is a loaded question. Forest.
Do you want to go towards the Deathly Spike Pit or do you want to go to the lava falls?
Lava falls. No, back towards the forest.
Okay, go towards the forest. Are you going into the tree line or are you just sort of
Just
stay-
wherever like 30 feet was.
Well, I mean, you can get into the forest from this. It's not that far a stretch.
Okay, just in the
In
tree line.
sort of
Yeah.
like-
I want to be able to pop in and out. This is concentration.
Isaria. Ross.
Yes. So I was looking through. All spell slots gone. Everything basically used. So swing them all, I guess. Basically.
Smack it with a weapon.
So I will. That is a +5 to attack. I'm rolling as grit technically, and then adding it on and all that jazz. No, that was a D12. That does not help us at all.
Ross used to be able to handle multiple characters so well.
I just
Oh.
need to log in on the thing, and then I rolled a 1. So that is a big fat miss.
Okay, so he draws the sword, and just as she goes to swing, one of the ancillary hands just comes up and just catches her wrist, just preventing her from swinging the sword properly.
That is.
That's Isaria done. Now it's Winsome.
Yeah.
Should not get a bonus action or anything.
Paladins don't really have bonus actions to use apart from spells, which
Ah.
all spell slots are gone.
That's
And
my
do
slots.
that before you attack anyway.
There needed to have been a long rest for there to have been something here. But I mean, still.
It's okay. She's got something to throw at it.
Yeah, they say that you should have like 8 encounters in a travel day, so you know, again,
Really?
2. It's like small encounters. I'll give you 2 hard encounters.
Yeah.
Also, encounters doesn't mean just combat. It does mean anything which you might be.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like with the drakes.
Yes.
I mean, I suppose in game day the leeches and stuff were one as well.
Yeah.
So,
All right, so Winsome is going to make an attack with a fist. Misses because I'm rolling for an NPC. And then he's going to use his bonus action to spend a key point and take a defensive stance.
Wow.
He's going to drop into that protective stance. That's the end of Winsome's turn. Winsome has only got 14 hit points. Does not want to die. All right, back to the Gorillons.
Grillons.
All right, so Cassian, you are going to be getting 3 attacks. Grit, you are getting
boy.
2. So against Cassian, first of all, starting at the lowest is an 18,
Yep, that hits.
a 24,
Yep.
and a natural 20. Those 6. Well, that was a terrible roll ish. Yeah, it was average. 13, 25 points of slashing damage, and
Just half.
slashing and piercing damage reduced down to 13.
Okay.
But technically, those are different calculations, but isn't that?
13.
Okay, 13. Yes. Then 2 attacks against you, Grit.
Yes.
Wow, I've died. I did not want to make it mine. The lowest is a 22 to hit.
That will hit then. Yes.
So total damage is 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Then at the back of the group, there is going to be attacks against. Sorry?
so the bonfire is still there.
Bonfire is
against
still
the
there,
ones- presumably they are not in the bonfire.
They have moved out and around. They sort of now they can. They just jump over the rest and
Yeah.
get behind the lines there. Now you are within melee range of it. Now,
Oh, really?
yes.
Oh, right. Okay.
So he's going to make attack against you because you created a bonfire. That is this die rolling really well. A 22 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
The only die on this table one well.
It's 5 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Then it's going to make a bite attack against Isaria. Actually, you don't use a claw, but same difference.
I lose concentration on the bonfire.
Okay, 17 to hit against Isaria. Ross?
He's trying to
Yeah. I'm trying to sign
To
in
log
on
in.
my phone so I can do
change
stuff.
the password.
17 to hit. Yes, it is. I've got the password now. I just need to sign in. Sorry, that's why I was distracted. 17. That's it.
That is 8 points of slashing damage. Oh, that's right. I had to change it ages ago. Because it's
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm on it. I'm on it now. It's going to be like 2 seconds, and we're going to be.
No worries. Then we've got. He's going to make an attack against Winsome. which misses with an 11.
Good, good,
So
good.
that is 2 more attacks. Again, one against Klaus. Natural 20.
Oh, honey.
13 points slashing damage.
13.
Yes.
Do you want to just call him down just so he can see his character die?
No, he's
Right.
like he didn't get hit. He didn't fight in the last fight, did he?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Klaus is relatively okay.
He hadn't used a single thing.
Yeah, that's true. So Klaus is going to get a slash. Yeah, the second one.
Okay.
That's a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
For 5 points of slashing damage.
18 total.
Palimpsest, it is your turn.
Palimpsest's eyes are going to darken
Mm-hmm.
somewhat,
Oh.
sort of growl slightly in a way you have not heard before.
Yep.
To just reach out and do this sort of grasping motion and cast Toll the Dead on the Grillon.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dolly did.
That's an unnatural 20.
Stop it!
Steve, do you want mine?
I roll. I mean, sure. I'll roll
Oh, that's
it.
Go on. Do it. Get some
Oh.
DM luck on there.
2 and 2. There you go.
Roll
If
through.
anything, that makes him angrier.
Yeah, you just hear a dong. Wait, here's a dong.
Who donged?
Who dinged my
Who dinged-
dog?
Who dinged my dog? Get out of my swamp. Once again. Continue the.
Good, good.
No, he's going to go for a bite as well.
Sure. Do the thing.
Do the thing.
Do the roll.
Yeah. 21.
Hits. Roll damage.
5.
5 points of damage.
Jesus
Every
Christ, my
single
damage
damage
dice has
die
been a
has been a
1 on
one.
it every time. He will
He
not put it in.
points?
No.
No.
He's going to hold on to that.
Okay. All right, that's cast his action. Any bonus?
No. Okay.
Is second wind bonus.
Second wind is bonus.
He will do that.
All right. D10 plus 1.
Ah,
7.
7.
Excellent one.
No,
No, I was thinking your bomb is plus constitution modifier and fighter level.
I thought it was just plus 5 level.
It might be just plus fighter level. Cassian, you're up.
Is it
Yeah.
there anyway?
Yeah, I'd like to take another swing, but can I do it so that it looks cool? So like I'll bring like
No. Go on, what are you doing?
I heard it. Like kind of like do a spin, bring it back round, slash it down, but like so that I give Smokey like a really good vantage point. Like I slash
Smokey
it
ran
down. Oh, I thought it was still on my
You told him to go away, so he did.
I didn't realise he'd moved.
He's with me
no,
in the
no,
tree
no, because
line.
he was backing up and then he got an opportunity to
Yeah,
attack
and
me.
then he
doesn't-
kept going.
Oh,
It's only if you do the thing with the sentinel that they have to stop moving.
Unless you attack Smokey.
oh.
to make
No,
him
I
attack.
thought Smokey hadn't moved.
No, Smokey went to the river. He went to the
I
river.
think you should still do it, but then realise halfway through the swing that Smokey isn't there.
Yeah. I'll do like the full like spin around, swing down, and look at my shoulder.
Did you see that, buddy?
Make an attack roll.
Oh,
Make an attack roll because this will make things interesting. 11. So you take the weapon above your head, you swing it around your shoulders to get the weight behind like a hammer throw. You turn around and you think, yeah, it's going to be really cool. You turn around to swing down, and you notice that Smokey's not there, and you sort of like, what? You lose your balance ever so slightly because you taking your eye off things, and the blade just into the ground at the Grillon's foot.
Okay, well, I'll still bonus action like lightning.
Natural 1.
Yeah! 4 points of lightning damage.
I mean, this one's unhappy with its loss anyway, so
yay.
4 damage.
Oh,
Alright.
hold on. That's my second round.
Your second round of raging, yes. I think you're the only person who keeps track of their rage.
Yeah.
All right, Smokey does not regain the.
If your
high
rage
ground.
runs out of fight, that's a long fight.
Yeah.
You're not barbarian very well.
Smokey did not regain the thing, so Smokey's going to stay. You don't appear to be in too much trouble. Smokey is going to just stay where you told him to run off.
He's with me in the tree line.
Smokey's on the other side. On the other side of it. so-
Wise.
He didn't like fire.
Did you just cock a lizard?
This lizard sounds very like a baby griffin.
No,
Yeah.
I have a
Limited
Yeah.
animal vocabulary.
lizard / reptilian / bird range, which all have to sound very similar.
Great at human
I
voices.
think I've got the vast range. You guys have got the very limited hearing range. You can only hear the one.
I hear in mono.
Ross, what do you do?
Such a shame.
I will. My dice changed. It freaked me out for a second. I will thunder gauntlets armor punch gauntlets punch. 21 to hit.
Hits.
The sound effects are throwing me off so much now. That is 7 points of thunder damage.
Nice. So
Nice.
you come in, you wind up the gauntlets, and you just throw the jab with it, and you just hear. Normally, you're used to sort of like the wind of the electricity. As it impacts, you just hear the plates shift, and as they do, they sort of punch forwards to just put the. And it just sounds like a cannon shot, just.
And
As it
he,
presses the chest.
it's so distracted now that it has disadvantage on attack rolls against any other targets other than me
You got it.
until the start of my next turn.
Nice.
got it. Elijah. Elijah.
Thank you.
Gonna run from the tree line. And
Yes.
just while it's got its back turned, just try and bite on the back of the calf again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi-ya.
19.
Hits. All right.
34. Stop screwing with me. Yeah. 8 points of damage.
Okay. Right, anything else?
I'm not going to give that to hit points. I'm going to hold on to it.
Okay.
This is very
That is all.
ominous that it's holding on.
Isaria. By the way, I like how in D&D Beyond this is showing the initiative tracker. I've got 3 characters back to back that are all flashing red. They're
Yeah.
very in danger.
Oh no.
So just confirming, no one's actually down yet, are they?
No one is down.
Cool. In which case, a maul will be swung again.
Walk one. Okay.
To see if any damage can be done. 12.
Misses.
Too little.
Again, swinging them all, getting it ready to strike, and it just catches it once again.
Bro.
Winston going for a punch. First monk. That hits.
Way, Winston hit something.
Yeah.
Max damage.
Max damage.
So Winston focuses the energy and just sort of inspired by what's has seemed to have was the flame before, just focuses his energy, breathes out, and his fist ignites.
Cool.
And then he reaches up and strikes into the center of this, leaving a seared handprint into the chest of this gorilla.
Is this the one at the rear again?
This is one of the rings. So dealing a damage stroke. Well, that's one of the action second, not use the traits. 5 points of fire damage. Yay. And then bonus action, defensive stance again. Take this up. Right, Gorillon time. Gorillons at the front is getting desperate.
Is that the one I'm near?
That's when you and Grit and Elijah are near. So it is going to turn around and bite at you with disadvantage because it's a punch. That was a natural 20 and a natural 19, so that hits.
Take the 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, still.
For 6 points of piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
It's then going to turn around with its claws and slash out at Grit.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah.
But no disadvantage here. That is a 23 is the lowest, and the 24.
Yeah.
For 14 points of damage.
That's Grit unconscious.
What were you on before?
13.
Okay, so I don't need to do them in death save or anything like that. That's fine. And then 2 attacks against you. Does the effect last until the end of the turn, or until you're unconscious? Does that have a?
It just says until the beginning of my next turn.
Okay, in which case it's going to make.
I'll confirm. Hold on, I need to find it, but I'm pretty sure that was it. A creature hit by the gauntlet has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets other than you until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So against you then, disadvantage is a 13. Hit.
Oh, not misses.
Second one then. 16
That
to
is
hit.
my arm. Thanks.
For a total of 9, reduced down to 5 slashing damage.
In which case, did I get an opportunity attack on him?
You did not get a reaction. You can have a reaction
Yeah.
attack. You did attack
If he
on
hasn't
your
moved, I
friends.
would still like to give it a thorough whack.
Okay.
Oh,
What did you roll?
9.
9 misses. The other Grillon is going to, we've got Isara and Klaus, so he's going to make the fight against Winsome with his defensive stuff, which still hits with a 3.
It's still in combat with Palimpsest as well. I think.
Yes. So we will do Palimpsest in a second. 6 points of damage to.
None of these dice are doing so well for me today.
No one's side are doing well for anyone today except for me.
No.
All right, there is going to be a claw against Isaria, Klaus, and Palimpsest, and then the second one, the last one would also be against Isaria. So the first one is a 14.
Yeah, that hits, I think.
Okay, second one.
Sorry, it doesn't hit. Sorry, that doesn't hit. Sorry.
Okay, second one against Isaria is a 19, so that one does hit. For 7 points of damage.
On 1 hit point.
Okay. Against Palimpsest is a 16 to hit.
Yeah.
For 5 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And Elijah is a 19 to hit.
I was hitting Elijah, not Klaus.
Sorry, Klaus.
God.
It wasn't Klaus. Sorry, it was Klaus. For 10 points of slashing damage.
That's fine because he got a nice heal on the last round.
Nice heal. All right, that's the end of the Grillon's turn. Palimpsest.
Palimpsest has seemed to sort of jerk
Mhm.
back to normal. How far away is he from Grit?
10 feet.
Right. Turn and go towards Grit.
Okay, as you step away, it does
Yep.
make a bite at you. For a 18 to hit.
Yep.
9 points of piercing damage.
Ow. But get Grit
Mhm.
and cure wounds at second level.
Okay.
Spell slots.
I held the
so-
concentration on my kinetic roll.
Okay, yeah.
Just
Problem 10.
roll the 9.
Oh, 4.
That's 12 hit points back to Grit.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you.
Nice.
All right, that's your action. Anything bonus?
No.
You can convert all 3 points if you want to.
I have
You use
used
all
all
of
of them.
Klaus,
Short sword.
stab.
And I stab.
Yeah, so 25.
Hits, well damage.
9, but as he hits, just kind of as it grabs it and then just twists it a little bit more and gets an extra 4 points of damage as well for
From-
that previous bite.
13.
13 points of damage.
So as he stabs in, he finds the bite wound that he inflicted previously and just follows that along to get a little bit deeper and just slams it right in there, twists and pulls out of the grill.
Oh, that hurt.
Sounds like it.
Mm.
Nathan?
Ah. Ah.
Do you need another drink?
All this gorillaing.
All
All this monkeying around.
Sorry, Cassie, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. Let me just give this a go. Yeah.
Kill it. That'd be great.
Whack it. Oh, it's 12.
Misses.
Okay.
Okay, well, yeah. Roll again.
Natural 20. Does take about damage.
3 points of lightning damage.
Reduced down to.
No,
That
Oh,
was
was
3.
Okay. 6. The electricity arcs through its body again. Smokey does not get the flame breath back. Great, you're up.
Thunder punch.
Grit.
Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up on what other option I have. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry. No, okay. I think we still stick with this one, and I think I just keep the disadvantage up. Yeah, I will throw another punch.
Grit.
13 to hit, which I believe
Just hit.
just hits. Nice. That is 8 points of thunder damage.
As you come in and you make the strike underneath, you hang on from lying down, go up and you strike in the stomach, and you just sort of feel the guns. Thunderous energy pulses through the chest. You just hear a
Liquefied everything inside.
yeah. You have just collapsed the lungs.
Amazing. Yeah.
Did
I feel kind of bad, but also he nearly killed me, so you know.
Yeah.
there is also that.
Just
So-
like any kind of like blood or marks, I'm just gonna like try shake off the gauntlet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. All good. There's still enough resonation in there that you just sort of and it just sort of dissipates the blood from it.
It cleaned it basically. I like it.
Yeah. All right, Elijah.
Will follow suit, and with a dagger this time, will attempt to stab the same one that everyone else has been wailing on at the back.
Okay. You're going to get into melee. You're going to throw it.
No, I'm going to stab it. I don't
Okay.
want to throw it. It's my only one.
With advantage, because you would be considered to be flanking.
Thank you.
17.
Hits.
Where's he get flanked?
Because he's coming up to one on the back, so there's everyone is on the other side. It jumps over.
Same scenario.
5 damage.
Yeah, but I get +8 from my other previous bite that I held. I got 4
You
+4.
His bite.
You can
Yeah, on my last one.
gotcha.
They
Okay.
each still
Gotcha.
get-
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yep. I'm with you.
So yeah, +8. To
Okay. Isaria.
Yeah. Swing with them all and hope that this time it actually
I was
hits.
wondering who your opponent back
No, that was the kitchen sink.
Okay. Swing them all.
I should have healed.
You can.
Yeah, this might be a hit. 21 to hit.
That hits.
Can still heal.
It is going to be 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Using my mouth as a
Finally make contact.
Okay, so the more finally, now that there's enough things distracting it, is it goes to try and catch the ball this time. Isaiah just pulls it, just shifts the weight slightly,
Yeah.
and then slams it into the hand. So the head of it just cracks into the fingers, just a crunch, as it just sort of collapses that small vestigial arm, and it just withdraws back in.
T-Rex.
Looking pretty bad, just as a reminder for everyone.
Cyrus?
Sarah is also looking pretty bad, just as a reminder for everyone.
Okay.
Join the group,
It's now Winston's turn. Winston's going to
please.
Oh,
natural 20.
she's
miss.
Fuck.
With a 7.
Fuck.
+3.
And now it's its turn.
Offhand strike. Winston's going to try again. Natural 1. Fuck's sake.
Oh!
All this.
Where are those when you're rolling with saving throws?
Yeah.
I roll a lot of
Ah,
dice,
just
okay?
This could suck for a lot of people right now.
All right, it's the Grillon's turn. Let's see who's around him. It's Elijah's now moved down there, Pal down there.
Hi, on
Is this the
board.
one I'm still fighting?
There's the other one. The one you were fighting dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is gonna suck.
It's going to be a flurry of blows. Bite against you.
No,
Me? Oh, no.
No, natural 20.
Oh,
this could
dude.
kill me.
It won't kill you because it's only 10 points damage.
Total.
Yes.
Okay, I'm unconscious.
Claw against Isaria.
Yeah, I mean,
That is, yeah, that hits. That's a 20, unnatural.
yeah, those are all I was.
6 down.
Yeah, it was down. I mean,
Against Winston. 23 to hit, so that hits Winston.
what was a second ago?
Deals 8 damage, which is enough to knock out Winston.
TPK! TPK!
Who else is there? Oh, Klaus. Klaus is the only one that's there.
Can Klaus heal?
Himself.
No.
Did.
And he did already, so that is a 22 to hit. He's got more hit points than everyone else, so he's probably okay. That is 9 points damage.
Okay, don't do that again.
That's the end of its turn. Alan says, oh, hang on, how many attacks was that?
That was only.
That was
four.
12.
Enough.
12, I
Alan
thought.
says it's your
No.
attack. Natural 20.
No, my God.
Make
What,
your
that-
claw again. It's claw attack against you.
It was 10 feet away from me.
The claws have got 10-foot reach.
Well,
Got long arms but a really short neck.
You don't even need to roll.
Sabers.
That is 14 points of damage.
I had 2 hit points, dude.
Oh, I'm not because on here it's still showing as maximum because it's on the okay. That is in the Vic's turn. That's a roll death save for me.
Natural 20. You do one.
Come on.
This table is due one.
It's good.
It's 12, so it's a
Good.
success.
It's good.
Klaus.
Short sword. I don't have any more bites left. That was it. You need 2.
I think you can still make the bites.
Yeah, but it's not worth it at that point because it's less damage. A lot less.
Sword is the
Short sword. Nope. That's a 1.
Oh, no.
Cassian.
Smack.
Really need to get to level 5.
The extra attack would really.
Yeah, that hits. That's a 25.
Oh, finally.
Roll damage.
Here's the DPS.
Come on.
Arrived.
14, 16 points of damage.
Cassian comes rushing up, just runs past everyone that's down, sees this is a real problem, just goes, all right, now's the time. Draws the axe around, takes a step, feels the electrical energy go, pushes off, and brings it around, shunk, and just slices straight through the back of its spine. And it
Oh, God.
How is it still moving its arm?
Yeah, exactly.
I was waiting for the classic, where like it falls off the cliff and you think it's dead, and then the arm
Yeah.
again and it falls.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
It sort of staggers for a little bit and falls face down into the river, where maybe just taking
The rest of the standing people just that.
Who's this? Okay, who's me, Elijah, and Klaus?
So, Grit.
Grit.
You're
Yeah.
up next.
Grit is going to run to Yassir and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
As he just applies a beautiful little bandage with some sort of extra casing on it.
Reach into your pouch and pull out some of your tools, and you just start stitching rapidly.
It's ugly, but it's going to do the trick.
Yeah.
It's 9 points of healing. So
What do you do? Sorry.
yes, that solves one problem.
Okay. Elijah.
Yeah.
Double failure.
Winsome. 17.
Why would you do this?
Is that
Try
not?
not to let.
No, double failure.
Palimpsest.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was automatic.
No.
Has Saria not had a turn?
Yeah. Where's your sorry coming in on this?
That's a good point.
Is she not below Grit?
You're right. Sorry, was before Winston, so yes, you're right. Because she was still unconscious when I saw
No,
things.
cool.
Sorry,
No worries. Lay on hands to whoever. Can I make a quick assessment on whoever's most critical? I know I'm aware.
Make a medicine check,
I just coughed up a lot.
but at disadvantage because we're previously unconscious and it's a very rapid.
Yeah, I mean that's not
Oh,
good.
yeah.
It could have been beautiful, but that's not good.
That, dude.
No, fine.
He always does that.
Oh my god.
5. No idea.
Okay, then whoever's the closest and down.
Winston.
Okay, in which case we'll give
Really?
2 points.
We're all next to each other.
I
so-
was right next. Oh, it's your side.
Save the cartographer.
Winston. 5 was that? Sorry.
Just 2, just literally enough to up, and then one more just in case a breeze.
One for luck.
Just in case a twig falls over.
Yeah.
All right. In which case.
And we'll move after doing that. We'll then move to the next person ready.
Okay, the nearest one would be Elijah.
Yep.
Palimpsest. Let's say please.
Failure.
Okay. Klaus.
Would medically tend to.
Yeah,
It would be.
he would.
Yeah.
Medicine check.
It's not gonna be great though.
Needs to be a 10.
To stabilize.
Yes.
Take it.
Yeah, we're good. 15.
You are stable.
So you're not gonna die.
So I'm on 0.
I might.
You're on 0. You're unconscious for the next hour, unless any intervention happens.
Any healing?
Yep. Casting.
Yeah, I guess there's
I'm so mad.
yeah, let it die down. Is that anyone else still down?
Yeah, Elijah.
Okay, then I'll go and just make sure that like see if he's
last one later.
breathing.
No.
And just kind of
No, it wasn't breathing before anyway, so
medicine. That's
Yeah.
an 11.
11.
I saw, you know what? I saw the 12 and I really wasn't confident in how high your wisdom was. I was like, that still might not be enough.
No,
You
no.
are failed.
Woo!
And
that
now you're
was
gonna
fun.
get smoke.
Yeah, I'll just be like, do you breathe?
What did Dash do through all of that?
Rest.
Not a lot.
Popcorn.
Dash,
I just
Dash,
leave him to
yeah,
it.
as soon as the combat started, Dash took off. Because
Oh,
he
okay.
didn't have any instructions given to him, so his natural instinct was
I
to
assumed
save
he was
himself.
gassed, so I
Yeah.
just didn't use it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be responsible for the death of a character and a mount.
Definitely. You
I'll
don't want to
check,
be responsible for
yeah.
the death of Dash.
I'll make sure that they're still alive. I'll check for it's okay, and then I'll be like, "Can I see Smokey?"
Yeah, Smokey's just sort of, it's just sort of breathing fire on this gorilla. Just-
Oh, he's just taking it out. I'll be like, I'll look at. Good job! You fought your first monster.
his head comes up and it just, if it could smile, it's sort of like,
The iguana smile.
well, a smile. It's like a smile, but it's sort of,
It's actually
The
just-
Drake smile.
It's actually madness.
I have tasted blood.
Smoky, destroyer of all. I've become Smoky,
Can-
destroyer of
Can
worlds.
Smokey level up?
Because Smoky. Oh God.
For those unstable but unconscious, Yasari will just drop 2 hit points into each of them over the next.
Okay.
Yeah,
everyone
2 hit
is
points.
now conscious with 2 hit points.
Was that 2 people, wasn't it, who was still
That was
unconscious?
Elijah
Elijah
is,
in process.
yeah.
What about Winston?
Just so I can keep track of
Winston
it.
was already sterilized.
Yes,
Already healed.
Oh,
the one before.
Oh boy. It's too close.
As you sort of look around for a second, you start to hear off in the distance
No.
a very faint.
No. No. Run. Run now.
Okay, where are you running?
Run to the way that we should be going.
South.
Yeah.
Following the river. Okay. Do you go into the tree cover or are you stay into the river?
let's go to the river.
Yeah, because they're coming out the trees, aren't they?
Mhm.
Mhm.
You just take off running and run.
I'll run and I'll pick up Smokey just like on my way and just like put
It's like lifting a cat and it's just like
Yeah, and what I do is like carrying like a baby. Run,
Looking
run.
over he's looking over the shoulder and just keeping an eye out.
Oh, obviously, to be fair, I'd actually make sure like everyone's getting up, helping everyone kind of hobble
Yeah.
along. I'm not just gonna leave the just revived unconscious people behind.
Yeah.
And then on the way, I'll pick up Smokey.
Yeah. So you're sort of looking over
Like by the scruff.
Yeah. As you put Smokey up on the shoulder and you get sort of maybe 300 feet or so away as the thing comes around the bend, just bonks you on the side with his head. You look over your shoulder on the other side, and you see there are 3 more that are descending on the deers and their dead little.
Oh, no.
As you sort of watch, you're still running. They don't seem interested in you at all, but they are starting to tear apart the deer carcasses.
Okay.
And they are starting to eat. They are. As you run round the corner, you follow it out and break out into the fields and the meadows and plains beyond the forest line. And that will end for this week's session.
Oh boy. That was too close. That was how many people did we have down at one time?
4.
Oh,
Half the party.
Yeah, but you had Smokey, so that helped.
I mean, Smokey
yes,
did
Smokey,
do
bring
an
us back to
absolute
life.
buttload of damage.
Yeah.
Smokey's great.
Smokey's great.
All right, well.
I don't want a medicine check by Smokey.
Tries to give you mouth to mouth.
That's how he heals trees.
Alrighty, we are going to disappear off and see you another time, folks. Yes, we're waiting. We're just going to go and
Not
head to
eight.
bed. So, thank you everyone for joining us. We are really grateful for you being here. Check out Game Tea. Check out us out on YouTube and follow us here on Twitch to get some more game content. Stream is going to be dark next week, so check out some of our videos on demand. You can go and check those out and see what we've been up to in the previous live episodes. So until we see you again, thank you very much for joining us. Take care of yourselves and good night.